Well, hello, Miss Sherry Berry. How are you today?
I'm good, Miss
It's been
Angie.
a long time, but we're back. Everybody's been like, "Are you going live on Sunday? Are you going live on Sunday?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know."
Oh my
We're
gosh.
back. Put your questions in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. Let us know what you want to know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
How
ma'am.
have you been?
I'm good.
Well,
I'm
that's
I'm
good.
good. How have you been? You've been going going through a lot.
Just working and nothing. Just we partied every single weekend in April. That was my sister Keisha's birthday, and we usually go pretty hard because it's springtime, and then everybody's kind of getting
Yeah.
back. The weather's breaking, and so it's that new spring energy. So we were out and about every single weekend. So May we kind of chilled. Now we're about except for we did Kamora's birthday. So now we're about to do um oh wait, did TikTok come up?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go put
You're live on YouTube. I did see that. I went and I saw you live on YouTube. So you are live there. And I haven't looked at Facebook. I assume we're both
I
live.
gotta I gotta fix that because it's set to privacy and I gotta change it to public.
Also, yeah, I'm live. But
Okay, I'm
so
live
that's
on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know how it is on
Hey Cassandra.
TikTok.
It's been a
Hi,
long time. How have you
Cassandra.
been? Wow, your energy popped up really fast, Cassandra.
I do not know if I am live on.
Oh, you know what? I could go into TikTok. It'll show me. Like, want to tell me if you're live?
I don't know. I'm sitting in my profile. Who knows? I don't know how
Oh
it
wait,
works.
let me go back because I just saw your picture. You're live. I see it. We're live. Hey. Oh, that's cute. You gotta show me how to do it because I need to do it. I love
Wow,
it, love it, love it.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, one R and Sherry. Oh my God, I did put two R's in it, didn't
It's okay. I know you still love me.
I? I do. And I even stopped and I was like, wait, I know it's two E's in Beery. And then I always, listen, it should be two R's. Put two R's.
It's not 2 hours.
How have you been? I see my hair is holding up very well. It looks a little like it's getting a lot, thick and rich. And is it growing? Oh my gosh, it's just luscious. Oh, it is long. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, that's a good 24-inch right there. I love that. Oh, that's a good
Oh,
24, 26-inch right there.
no.
Yes, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna make you a wheel, and the only thing I'm gonna put is I leave my hair to Angie.
Okay, you do that.
Okay, I see that there's a couple people in the chat. If you want to read, and go ahead and put your question in the chat. Anything else you want to share? Any good news? Any news? Anything you want to say? Like I ain't got
Um,
nothing going on. I'm just hoping.
my
Oh, my,
daughter's getting married in
oh,
August.
well, that is good news. Congratulations. I like that.
My son is doing well homesteading.
Oh,
Uh,
that's good.
moving in with people that you've never lived with before, having very minimalistic things, very little money, no job, no transportation. They get on each other's nerves. It's awesome. Yes.
Uh-huh. Life happens fast. Listen, when they tell you stay in the kid place, I should have stayed in the kid place.
Right.
Because
Well,
adulting,
adulting is
highs
not
and lows and
fun.
adulting, highs and lows. Well, I guess ain't nobody got no
Yeah.
question because ain't nobody put a question in the chat. So if you don't put no question in the chat, I assume you ain't got no, you don't want to read. But if
They
you do,
haven't been on in a long time. So
I know. Oh, Cassandra asked for a general, so we can do a general on her.
okay.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll just tell you what I saw when I first got into when you first popped up, Cassandra. It said, I saw a graduation hat, so I assume somebody's graduating. It seems like a male, a boy. So do you have a son or do you have a nephew? 'Cause I saw a male graduating, like they had on a graduation hat. And I saw a celebration, so it's that time of season. So that was the first thing I saw when I got in the that somebody's graduating, and that everybody was joyous, and that you were all coming together for this graduation. Are you pursuing a new job? Because they showed me you chasing like a job title or like a job description. So there's like a job description and you're chasing it. I don't know that that job is the one for you, but there is one that is going to be coming along and it's kind of like dropping out of the sky. So I do assume a new job is coming, but maybe the one that you're looking at or the one that you're thinking about isn't the one because it's running and you're chasing it in a car. But I see another job falling from the sky that is more suited to you. So if you're looking for a job, okay, that's your nephew just graduating. So I think that's going to be good. I see the word scholarship flashing. Is he going to is he going to like a male, like Morehouse or something like that? Because I see like a whole bunch of men, and then I see scholarships. So I think he's going to get a scholarship, or you may already know that he has a scholarship. But is he going to like Morehouse or one of those kind of colleges? It seems like an all male school or HBCU. Is what is what it feels like. And I see everybody. I also see him graduating like from college, so I feel like he's gonna do well. I feel like he's gonna get a scholarship, and I'm not sure what he's going for. I heard engineer, but I'm not sure if that's true. Um, and then again, for you, I do see the job. It seems like the job that you're looking at isn't the one, but a new job is going to come. And you're going to get the title that you want. Are you trying to get a director title or something like that? Because I heard the word director for you. And then is this a new field that you're going into, or is this just a new company that you're going to? Because I feel like it's new, and I see the Ace of Pentacles. So and I heard don't worry about your health. Did you have some kind of issue with your chest or heart issue or something like that? I heard don't worry about your chest, you're fine, or like it's not as bad as you think. So I don't know if any of that resonates to you because I haven't heard it, but that's what I got for you. What do you have for her, Miss Sherry Berry? Oh, he graduated from college and went to the Denver. Oh, okay. So that's why I saw the college graduation. Okay. And then why did I hear scholarship? Maybe that's just a big contract then, because I thought it was a scholarship. Oh, and he got drafted to the Denver Broncos. All right now. Okay. That's where the big money comes in. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Go ahead, Miss Sherry.
Okay, so I've got the Ace of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, beginning of a journey with money. So I'm agreeing with Angie, like there's a job or money or something coming in. Then I got the Nine of Diamonds, which it talks about daydreaming and peace. So it's like you keep dreaming and dreaming and dreaming um, about what you want. You need to put it in action. Keep daydreaming it, but manifest it as well. Don't make it like, how do I put this? Oh, someday. It's I will. I will. So put it into action. Dawn's affirmation. Put those daydreams into action because that's where this money journey starts. Then I have the Five of Cups, which talks about conflict. Cups are love, relationships, and family. And your Five of Cups is talking about health and family and a wedding or a ceremony of some type. So again, with Angie's ceremony, uh, the graduation of your nephew, I would like to focus on these. Again, this is the start of a money journey, and this is you daydreaming about money. You're not putting it into action. So
She says she's not looking for a job, but I clearly see her chasing a job. Like,
I
so
chasing a
maybe it's the
dream.
money that she's chasing.
Yes, you really need to manifest. You really need to put it in action because you're just like I see so when I see money, I see butterflies and their wings are $100 bills or Benjamins in wings, and yours are not floating. Yours are not flying. They're just sitting. They're waiting. So you have to put that manifestation into action. You have to be open for the abundances. It's like you want the money, but you're not being open for the money. So put that into action. That affirmation of I am open and willing to accept the abundances for the whatever dawns is different than mine. But be open to accepting those universes and put it into action. That's what I'm seeing. And maybe that's this too. It's like growing in yourself and growing in your relationship with money. That could be this too. Yes. That's what I'm thinking. So you're not looking for a job, but you're looking for the money.
Exactly, because I see her chasing it in a car, but I see it falling like a different position falling from the sky. So if you're not looking for a job, are you looking about starting your own business or a new opportunity? Because I see you chasing a bit like they show it to me as a job title. They don't show it to me as a as a chasing a bag. They show it to me as a job title. Like I can clearly see all the objectives of the job and you driving in your car behind it, and then another opportunity fall from the sky that is more suited for you. So I don't know, but if you say you're not looking for a job, then I have to believe that you're not looking for a job.
There's but there's some like maybe looking for a new position in her job or to increase
Exactly,
her
because
money
that's
or
what. Yeah,
yeah, because this is about finances. Okay.
but
You
that's
have
good.
any other questions? I mean, this
She
is
just said
again, this
general.
is relationships, and yeah, conflict. A lot of people want money. I'm not shitty. A lot of people want money, but then you don't really have a healthy relationship with money. So you don't. You're like, I want money, but then you still like, oh, am I really going to get this money? Not, am I really going to get this money? I'll be damned. I am getting this money. Like
Well,
I'm telling you,
I used to say this
affirmations
all
work.
the time, and I didn't realize that I was, that I was putting such negative energy out there. I used to say stuff like, I'm poor. I'm poor this week. I ain't got no money, or
I'm broke.
I hate
I'm a broke
money.
guest.
Trying to be funny about it, and I had to change from saying that, just knowing that I was putting that negative energy out there. So and then one of like, I don't chase my shadows, right? People be like, oh, I see you doing shadow energy. No, I don't chase shadows. I don't try to clear up anything from my past. I tell my people, if you want me to do it, you bring it to the present, because I'm not going back there to look for none of it, try to clear any of it up. But
Oh shit, it worked.
one of the things they showed me was why I'm always chasing money, why I'm always trying to um look for money. And it was because of one of my past lifetimes where I had a very big lack. And so it carried over into this lifetime. And so, um, again, I am with you when you say you got to have a good relationship with money. You got to believe that it is going to come to you. I posted a song about manifestation, and that song has been stuck in my head. And I just hear me saying it over and over and over again. And it's got a nice little beat to it. And I just listen to it every single night. But it's, changing your attitude about money and what you're looking for, what you want. But
100%.
congratulations to your nephew, and good luck to you on the job, Cassandra. If you're not looking for a job, but I feel like an opportunity is still going to come, because again, I saw the Ace of Pentacles for you. And hey, Don, how are you?
So it's making your money work for you and not you working for your money.
Exactly. Somebody posted a foot pic the other day and was like, they'll pay me $100. I said, for your foot.
Oh, girl, yes, I'll make my feet work for that.
Listen, I see you from here down. Just
People will pay you for your socks as long as they take pictures of your feet in the socks and then you mail them the socks. They will pay you for those socks.
I'm in the wrong line of business. I need to be on the freak site.
Yeah.
www.freaks RS. That's where I need to be at. Just finding me some
www
people who go pay for some
foot
just
foot foot and sockfinder.com.
something, because it is out of control out of here, people. All right, is there anybody else in the chat who wants a reading? Quinn, do you want a reading? I saw you were in there. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie, you're up. You said you want a reading. She said, "Oh, I want to. I'll do a general reading. I don't do love readings. Miss Bonnie does love readings, and she was on earlier. I don't know that Sherry will do a love reading for you, but listen, pay you for your socks. I get it. But I'll do a regular reading for you. I just don't do love reading.
I
But
don't specifically.
Miss Bonnie, she was on earlier today at about 11 o'clock. She would have definitely did a love reading for you. But if you want a
Yeah,
general,
so
I'll do that. But if you're dead set on a love,
just see what pops up.
exactly. And if love pops up, then I'll let you know. But I don't specifically do love reading. Let me see let me find another
Yeah,
deck of cards.
Bonnie's the love
I
guru.
know it's good. I immediately heard you whispering to somebody, Stephanie. Like, there was another like friend. It was looked like a female friend with dark black hair that you were whispering something to her, like y'all are coming up with a master plan. But is it for dating? Like, are y'all going out and y'all scoping out men? Because I feel like you are, like you're with somebody and you're trying to think of a master plan to attract people or attract men or something like that. So that was the first thing I saw was you whispering to somebody, like maybe you're out like at an outing or you're somewhere in a public event and you guys see two people or you see somebody that you like and you start talking about it. Um, and it came to me like a master plan, but it may just have been a regular conversation that you were having with a friend about somebody that you saw out and about. So I'm assuming the reason you asked about love is because maybe you're interested in somebody and you want to know if they like you too. I won't tap into their energy, but I do see you out and about with your eye on somebody. Um, Don is silly. Um, and so let me see what else I got for you, Miss Stephanie. Do you have a daughter that's in the tween ages, or like she seems to be a young adult? Um, Trying to kind of like find out who she is or discover who she is. Like I feel like she's going through that kind of adolescent stage and you're kind of bumping heads with her, a little girl, like a tween or somewhere in that young adult age group. I get that everything's gonna be okay. And is there a grandfather? And I can't tell if the grandfather is on the other side or on this side, but there's a male grandfather who is telling you to be nice to her or to take it easy on her, like maybe you're fussing at your daughter or this young girl and and your this grandfather or this male is telling you to be to take it easy on her, like not to be so harsh. You know how grandparents are. um but I don't know that he's on the other side though. You don't have a daughter, you have boys. This seems like a No, this seemed like a female energy. Oh, your niece is a twin. So are you bumping heads with her or are you like giving her advice? Because this was a girl, this wasn't a boy. And it was that tween age, like you were fussing at her, but and it may not even been like in a negative way. You could have just been giving her some advice. And I heard someone say, don't, or maybe, or, and I heard a male say, don't be so hard on her. Um, I feel like your home life is a little bit hectic. Are you busy like working and and you're in and out of the house? Because it just seems like a lot of hectic, like home from work, dinner, sports, or get the kids ready for bed or whatever you're doing. Like it just seems like a lot of hustle and bustle going on. And I see that kind of settling down and leveling out for you. Like maybe you're really busy at work or something, but I feel like that's all gonna level out in June and you're gonna have a little bit of time to go on vacation. I feel like you're gonna take a trip. And is it North Dakota or somewhere around there? I feel like you're about to take a family trip or you're gonna go somewhere to visit somebody and it's gonna be good. And I feel like you're going to a lake, like to water or something like that. And they're saying just enjoy yourself for the summer and be like kind of reunite with the kids or acquaint yourself with the kids and just have fun. So that's what I got
Did Angie
for Miss
freeze?
Stephanie.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you
I'm
froze
done with
for
her. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Um. Okay, so I got the Ace of of Hearts, which is Hearts are love, romance, and family. This, for me, I'm feeling a new energy, a male, like a new energy. Better be checking on my food. Uh, a male, like, but it's a new thing. It's a new start. It's a new beginning of something. Then I got the Queen of Spades. So that is a somebody is trying to give you advice about this. So that goes with the person whispering in your ear. Um, they're telling me to tell you to take it slow. Like there's some healing that you need to do, and don't bring your past traumas forward into something new. They're definitely saying just like slow it down a little bit. It'll be okay. Um, is this a person that you used to?
Mm. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna say, is she having an on again, off again with the kid's father? Like, I feel like maybe it's somebody she knows very well. So, soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that may be who I'm thinking about too.
Yeah, so you need to slow it down. It's like they keep giving me this. This is a sign language. Just means stop. Okay, so just slow that down a little bit, a lot of bit. The person that's giving you advice, because again, there's this advice, this nurturing person. They're there to help you. And then it's again, it's a female energy. And then I have my Five of Diamonds, which is talking about laughter and fun and good times and feelings and going off these memories. But this person that I think is like a new love, but it's somebody that you know or have been romantically involved with before. There's always good. We tend to attach to the good times and forget about the bad ones that we have. So don't bring that stuff forward.
We tend to forget why we broke up in the sadness or in the
Yes.
loneliness.
Or
Hey,
yes.
Louis, that's that grown
Hey,
ass man. I will never forget that. Hey, Miss Julie.
hey, Miss Julie, but there's somebody from the, I don't know, there's something with the past, the person with the past, or trying to rekindle or kindle something with somebody that you know from the past. Just go cautiously, slow down, heal yourself. There's a healing that you need to do in yourself. I feel it like in here. What is this? The thoracic. I see a lot of yellow. Is that the thoracic? I'm not good with chakras, but they've been coming up a lot for me lately. That needs to be rebalanced.
So she said no on and off again with the baby daddies, but there seems to be somebody
There's
like a past
somebody.
energy that is coming back. That's how I'm getting it.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's
And is
it.
there somebody that you're interested in? Because I feel like you know who it is that you want, and you wanted to see if we would pick up and see if they like you too. But I do see. So, did you meet somebody, or are you interested in somebody that you're kind of pining over? Because I do see you liking them. I just don't. I didn't get into their energy to see how you felt, how they feel about you.
It's my light.
And then is the granddad, is there a male father figure on the other side? I feel like maybe it's your dad, but I feel like there's a male on the other side. And he could be on this side because I don't know that he is deceased, but there is a male who seems to be telling you to go easy on the little girl.
Whew. Maybe she's the little girl.
Oh, that could be it too, because she was kind of fussing at, oh, your inner child. Could be.
Could be.
Did you see Tanisha's in the chat?
I saw Tanisha's in the chat.
All right.
Hello, Miss Tanisha.
All right. Who else wants a reading? Are you getting messages like are the TikTok messages coming through? Like, I see you're live, but do the messages come over here?
I don't see any TikTok
Oh, I
messages. I
didn't
don't
see
see
it either.
anybody on my TikTok
I
sending
see
messages.
Facebook, but I didn't see anything from TikTok.
Yeah, I don't see anything from like
Oh, that's what it is. She likes somebody from the past. Cause I'm like, I see back and forth.
I
Okay, so that's the past person we see, and I see. Oh, and you want to know if he likes his. Ah, I feel like there'll be a new person that'll come in. Oh, there
tickets.
was an offer, but you never responded. Was that for? Um, I feel like a new person will come. It won't be this person that you're thinking about. I don't get that for that person. You said the relationship never amounted to anything, but the love was strong. So how did you fall into love with them if it never amounted to anything? You were just friends with benefits.
Girl.
I'm just wondering. All right. Does anybody else have a question? Oh, Lewis, you know what? You didn't ask for a question, but I feel like you're getting closer to that job that you were talking about, or that new business, because they keep showing me a train taking off and you watching the train take off, or you like directing the train. So I do feel like, Lewis, you're very close to starting that job, and you will enjoy it. And I feel like you'll travel a lot, like you'll move around with the job too. Um I believe you're getting a little bit frustrated because you may have prematurely quit your current job, and so I think you're a little bit like eager to get into something else. But I still see you working with kids too. Like I see you talking to younger generations. So but I do feel like it'll be tight for a minute, but I feel like things will kind of pick up with the train with the job for the railroads, because I do see that taking off and moving forward. So I feel like good things will come for you from there. I heard don't be so hard on yourself. So maybe you are a little bit hard on yourself.
Always.
Exactly. So I heard don't be so hard on yourself. Things are gonna work out for you. And I heard that your manifestations are strong. Like you may not see them, like I don't know if you're not seeing them in the material world materialize, but a lot of the things that you're putting out there as far as like knowledge, or that you're seeking as far as knowledge and growth in your metaphysical, seems to be right on point and working for you. I just don't see that you are seeing a lot of things manifest in the material world.
Living in the
Okay,
material world.
so that's what I got for Lewis.
Lewis is always too hard on himself.
Exactly.
That's why his silly, silly, silly ancestors come to me and then tell him he needs to be a grown ass man.
But other than
That
that,
is
things
my
seem to be.
promise.
I started singing that too, Sherry. What did you start? What was the song y'all started singing?
Oh, Material World by
Oh, ah.
Madonna. And I am living in a material world. And I am.
Stephanie, which one of the was it the grandfather that used to give you a lollipop or a sucker? Because they're showing me like a sucker or a lollipop as a treat that they used to give you. And I feel like this is you as a little kid. Um, um, and them just like the person seems to be looking down on you and telling you great things, like how great you are, like you're beautiful, you're smart, you're blah blah blah. And so this seems to be somebody encouraging you. I do think it may be the grandfather, because I feel like they're on the other side, because they're showing me like a lollipop or a candy or something like that for you. So was that the grandfather that used to give you like a lollipop or a treat when you were younger? You're welcome, Lewis. Did you have anything for Lewis?
I do.
Oh, were you waiting on me? You should have told me shut up a long time ago.
Um, Lewis, I'm getting like, do you know the lotus flower? So I'm getting an image of the lotus flower and how is the meditation, like the breathing exercises. Like you need to breathe more, and during your meditations, um, there's something about connecting with spirit, like you don't feel like you're connecting with spirit right now, but you are, because you're a very spiritual person, but for some reason you feel right now you're not connecting. But they're like, no, 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 we hear you. We're just waiting for something. I don't know what they're waiting for, but I do get the lotus flower, it's there's something with your meditation that's going on right
I
now.
think was that him? I think that was he. Me and him. We were talking about sacred geometry, so that lotus flower kind of reminded me of that. So I wonder if that's what you're seeing too.
Maybe, maybe, but there's something with take a breath, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. So that's for like, don't slow down your pace, but understand that everything's going to come at a certain pace, whether no matter how you push
Divine
it.
timing, my annoying best friend.
What?
Divine timing, my annoying best
Oh,
friend.
yes.
So.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Stephanie said her grandpa was the one who used to do treats. And one more thing, who makes the Rice Krispie treats? Was that something that your grandma made, or is that something that you make? Because they're showing me Rice Krispie treats and like s'mores, or like did you used to do camping outside? Like I see all of these little memories that your grandfather is showing me um from when you were a kid. Like I see like s'mores and campfire and being outside and just kind of enjoying your childhood. And
It's
do
a
you have
lot.
an older brother? I don't feel like you're an only child. I feel like you have an older brother. And if he's not older, he thinks that he's the boss of you.
I am the boss of me.
Oh, that's her dad. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, treats from grandpa. That's your dad. Oh, the Rice Krispie treats is your dad? Oh, Dragon Breath is his next focus. As in, um,
Y'all, there's only one R in Sherri. She messed it up.
I'm sorry, y'all. Wait, and I can't change it now, so. Oh, yes, I can. Look, let me take it out.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
There you go.
You're all funny.
There it is. Okay. Okay. No.
Okay, so my friend is on
Oh.
TikTok and she said she can see me live, but she can't make any comments.
Oh.
So if y'all on TikTok, you're more than welcome to come over to my YouTube page.
Oh. You know what? And I think that's the reason I never tried TikTok, because I think you can see it live through Restream, but you have to have the page open in order to see
Gotcha.
the comments. So that's why I never did on TikTok.
All
But if you
right.
guys want a reading on TikTok, come on over and we'll do a reading for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a
It's
breathing
breathing
pact.
practice. And don't worry about it, Lewis. I'm just giving Angie crap.
Dragon breath. Oh, okay. I saw that Karma was talking about another breath work thing. I never got to go to the first one because they ended up getting canceled, but I saw she was thinking about doing another breath work.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I hope she comes down here. There was a class that she did, gosh, on Easter weekend, and I just couldn't go. Sometimes I just don't have enough money for gas or whatever. I just can't go. I'm trying to remember what my TikTok, my YouTube page is, so we
Oh,
can
it's
put it
just,
down there.
I think it's, I thought it just said Sherri.
Right. What does this man want?
Oh, it's your name, Sherri Beery.
Okay.
Oh, Kina, can you put that in the chat? Her YouTube is Sherri Beery. If they want to come and get a reading. Is there anybody else who wants a reading? If not, then me and Sherri can just chit chat, because we always got some chit chat. A breathing practice. Oh, the Rice Krispies is her
Flawless.
dad. No, ERI. That one, Keena. That's what it is on YouTube. Oh, Christina says, okay, I finally pushed enough buttons I couldn't call.
Hey, Tina. That's
EER1.
my
EER1.
that's my buddy Miss Tina. She's call me. She's coming to Haley's wedding with me.
Does she want a reading?
I don't know. Miss Tina, do you want a reading? She doesn't like my readings.
Oh, because I immediately got an image for her when she came on, but I'll let her tell me if she wants it or not.
Yeah. Tina, you should let Angie give you a reading. So I was working with my friend Solace earlier on a client that we were doing
Oh, the
some
guy who does the energy work. The
yes,
healing. Oh,
yes.
okay, I remember.
So he just texted me and he said, I got to stop working with you because every time I work with you, you open something up in me in him that gives him more ability, whatever. So he just texted me. He's like, I need to stop working with you. I am punching in people's phone numbers before they're saying them.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Letty, how you doing?
Hi, Letty. How do I change this down here?
What is it?
Oh, my name like that.
Oh,
How do I change that?
um, isn't that where did you type that in before you
I
got on?
think I did. So
Oh,
I'll have to change it for next time when we do this and I put us on TikTok. So then that'll just have how to get to YouTube. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Even though my link is in the bio on TikTok. So if you want a
Okay.
reading, my link is in my bio, wherever it is on TikTok.
Oh. Well, if you have a question, guys, put it in the chat. Letty, do you have a question? I
The
think I
fear
read
is
Letty
real.
last time we were on here.
Miss Tina is amazing. She lives in the Midwest. She has
Oh.
her
Did you
own
have to turn the heat back
chickens.
on again, Miss Christina?
She what?
Did she have to turn the heat back on? A lot of my friends in the Midwest said
Oh,
they had to turn the heat back on in May because they got really cold.
yeah. But yeah, she's got her own chickens. She's planting a garden for veggies and herbs and all kinds of things. She
That sounds like so
homeschools
much
her.
work, just labor intensive.
She homeschools her boys. I love when I'm live with her and you can hear her boys in the background when they get to play their AI, whatever it is, their video games, and they're in there. You can hear them yelling
Oh,
at
the
their
virtual
character.
reality goggles.
Yeah, the virtual reality. It's hilarious. It's
Well, doesn't look like
hilarious.
anybody else has a question, so
God,
oh
I'll be
well,
damned.
exactly.
Fear is real. I'm gonna have some mashed potatoes and rotisserie chicken for dinner. What did you make?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Brandon went and got us Chipotle, and that's what I'm eating.
Is he back home for the summer?
Oh yeah, I picked him up on oh, she said 90 AC is on. Where are you at in the Midwest? Because everybody else in the Midwest is freezing. Well, maybe not everybody, the Michigan, Chicago area. Yes, I picked him up on
She's in
May 9th or
Nebraska.
somewhere in there. Oh, whatever spirit has for you, lady. All right. Let's see what we got for you.
we need to be more consistent.
Well, I mean, I come on because if people want questions, then I'm gonna do it. But if I'm coming on and ain't nobody asking questions, then I ain't. Listen, my time is always can be used for sleeping. Like, just good night, people. But Miss Lady, the first thing I saw for you was
Oh, that's awful. Salaries, the worst.
yeah, it does. I was gonna say, do you have the opportunity to relocate? I feel like if it's not to relocate physically your home, then is do you have another job opportunity or are you looking for another job opportunity? Because I saw you being pulled or yeah, pulled in the direction moving forward, but you were still looking back and your guys are trying to get you to move on to something else. So is there an opportunity or like I feel like they're showing you an opportunity to move forward either with your job or to relocate and move somewhere else and you're still looking in the past and they're trying to pull you into your future and you're just not ready to move forward and so they're trying to pull you along but you're not paying attention. You're so focused on what happened back here that you can't see that they're trying to take you to a better place. And so I don't know if this is work wise or if this is just relocation in your life, but I feel like you're missing out on an opportunity because you're not looking in the right direction. You should be looking forward and ready to move on, but you're still worried about things about the past that you feel like need to be resolved. And they're saying you got the lesson from it, just move on. It's time to move forward or you're healed as you move forward. But if you still sit in the sadness of it, or if you still sit in the situation of it, you'll never let the feelings move through and move on past it. So they're showing me like your guys are trying to pull you along to move forward and you're not moving along. And I think the last time I talked to you, I said I saw another baby. So I don't know if you want another baby, but I saw another baby. But I don't feel like it'll be by the same person that this baby is by. I feel like it'll be a new person. Oh, so yes, work wise. So I feel like the new opportunity is better for you, but you're not. For some reason, you're loyal to this situation that you're in when this opportunity will be better for you, and it allow you a little bit more breathing room. Like you won't feel like you're so um wound tied up and stuck. So that's what I got.
It's very interesting because all of my cards are clubs. Clubs are about work, business, and career. And what Angie just said, that you're putting obstacle. Okay, let me just start from the beginning. So you get the Six of Clubs, which talks about your career path and how you are, um, in your mind, you're on this career path, but you're not doing your best. You're doing, there's setbacks. There's things that are bugging you and going, how do I put this? You're pushing the path of this, but it's just not quite the right path for you. Then I got the Eight of Clubs, and the eight is about movement, and this is talking about taking charge and being in charge of the processes and uh, like communication. Like there's communication problems with coworkers or your boss or something. So there's communication breakdown. And this one, the Three of Clubs, is about growth and business obstacles and setbacks and things that troubles that you need to overcome. So I'm going to validate everything that Angie is talking about because this is not the right path for you. They're not the right place for you to be. Like, it's okay to have these struggles, but when these struggles wear you down to the point of exhaustion, it's not okay anymore. Um, So I agree that you are passing up opportunities or you're looking in the wrong place for these opportunities. Why you feel this loyalty to this company, I have no idea. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good for you. So I think it's quite interesting that all of these cards are about business and work and stuff that is just not. It's not. I mean, it would have been great if I had the nine. The nine would have said like lush green that you're reaping your rewards, but you're not. You're stuck. It's like you're going backwards with this three.
Yeah.
So yes.
She said issues with the current manager. And it's like you're frustrated and mad and want to move on, but you're afraid to move on. And your higher power is like, look, you are asking us for help. We're trying to help you, but you're still looking back because, and I get it, it's the stability of what you know. It's more like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. So what if I go to a new position and it's worse? But what they're giving you is what you're asking for. If you're asking for peace of mind, you're asking for better hours, you're asking for better pay, you're asking for more advancement. That's what they're trying to bring you to. But you're kind of looking back, and I do get it. Again, the stability of what you have versus the instability or the unknown from a new position. But they're saying they are trying to help you to move forward, and you just have to take the opportunity.
Yes.
She says, yes, issues with my current managers with the state behavioral health. Oh, ooh. Do you know I went to school for my master's to get a degree in like counseling? And let me tell you something. One semester, that the first semester, I ended up being pregnant with Brandon. I got taken out. I was like, I can't do this no more. I can't listen to all these problems. I can't listen to all these people. And I was like, I'm done. Listen, I had Brandon when I went back to school. I told him I wanted to change to business, and she was like, "That's a drastic change. Can I ask why?" I said, "I can't listen to these people problems for the rest of my life. I can't be a counselor. This is too much, too much. It's too much emotions. It's too much feelings. Just move me on to something else." And so I got my degree in like organizational management because I just couldn't take it. No, no.
Yep. This is not a good spot for you. And again, focusing on the wrong spot, the wrong
Oh, there you
things.
go. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the new opportunity that I see. Like your higher power is pulling you along so that you can be appreciated. Like you know your job very well, and I don't feel like you're being appreciated. And yours not. You're like you don't want to go for some reason. They're saying, hey, you can only ask us so many times before we're gonna go ahead and just let you stay where you are. We're not gonna give you anything else if you don't want to go. Hey Pam,
Hey, Pam.
and there you go. So I mean. To see how it goes for you. Hey Virgil in Manchester, always good to see you or hear from you. Um, lady, things will look up for you when you decide whether you want to move forward or whether you want to stand in frustration. But I do see good things happening for you. I do see another kid, a little girl, and then I see a new man. But like I said, I don't feel like the new baby's going to be by the current person you have your kid by. So good things coming
Did you
for
say
you.
lamppost?
No, did I?
Yeah. You're like, I don't see that this new baby's gonna be by that lamppost.
Oh, by the same, no, by the
The
same
same
guy.
guy,
Same
like
guy.
he's just a
Oh,
lamppost.
no.
Like he's just
I don't even know him
what?
like that. How could I say anything like that? No, I didn't. No, no.
Oh my
Oh, so we're on
goodness.
Miss Bonnie. Okay, she said she wants her highest and greatest. Okay. I'm gonna definitely have to go to the cards. And I'm putting them cards down. Get these other cards.
Is that Bonnie?
My other favorite card. Oh, okay. Okay. That was my niece. Listen, I want to be my niece when I grow up. She just travels the world. Like she just got back from Texas. She about to head out again to someplace else. She just travels. I was like, that must be nice, just traveling the world.
Don't let it bring you down. Don't.
But explore the
Just
new
be in the light.
opportunity too. Like I feel like you're doing yourself a injustice by not. It's kind of like asking the Lord to save you. He sends you a life jacket, and you like, no, if you ain't gonna pick me, what you're praying for, and you're not taking it. Kind of Four Cups energy. but I do see good things happening for you. And don't worry about like I think you're worried about if you take the new job, will you be able to keep the new job? And I feel like you'll do fine. You'll be fine. You'll be good. All right. And you can go ahead if you have Miss Bonnie stuff. I'm just gonna try these cards.
So, okay. Destinations. I have a four of spades, which talks about destinations. And in my four of spades, it's talking about something that you are dealing with as an illness or a pain or something that needs to be removed. That is the four of spades. Oh, give me a moment though. So then I get there's a sudden change, but the change is not necessarily a change that is, I don't like these readings, that is a good change. Um, like, what the hell's going on, Bonnie? Um, for real, for real. This talks about, okay, so the spades are um tears, heartbreak, suffering, change, and woes. And I don't like giving these kind of messages, but I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit and let you live in Lululand. Something's going to change. Something's going to be hard for you. I don't think it's like you personally, but somebody around you is going to get sick or have some type of setback, which is going to cause a lot of like personal, emotional shit that is going to come. Um, However, there is like growth, there is time to move on or move past it or deal with those emotions and those energies because these are all spades and they're all again about heartache, suffering, transition. Ooh, okay, so they are all, it's about transition. So something that is going to be a painful experience for you is going to move on and is going to be uh, something very difficult to deal with. However, it will bring those changes into you, but it's going to be rough. It's going to be very, very hard. Let's see, my mom, dad, or brother-in-law. I have no idea. But this is about sickness and immobility and a possible illness or pain that something needs to be ended. Um, then this is about sudden changes for the worst, either physically or emotionally, endings. Something's ending emotionally.
What cards
And
are
this
those,
one
Sherri?
is about deep grief or getting past it and getting over it. So something or someone, there's an emotional or physical pain. It's going to be sudden, but you're going to get through it and get past it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know whose energy it is, but I'm telling you, buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a rough road.
And the first card that came out for her was that Knight of Swords, and that's rushing in. Just fast movement. You're rushing in. You're making quick decisions. It's ambition, but in this situation, it could be like because if somebody gets sick, then you may have to move fast and just travel quickly to wherever they're going. But this is somebody rushing in, um and acting fast. Let me see what other information I get. Um, Oh, then I got the Eight of Wands. That's again fast movement. So whatever it is, it's gonna happen fast. It's gonna be a lot of movement really quick. And I think I've had this reading for her before where I saw her packing her bags and having to go really fast, but this
Moving.
was months ago. So maybe it may be that this, things are going to happen fast and you're
Happen.
going to have to travel. Um, um, let me see. When I say advice from spirit, I hear buckle.
Buckle.
I hear the same thing as Sherri. Buckle up, Buttercup. But I also feel like you're gonna be the person who is the voice of reason, the direction that everybody needs, the shoulder that everybody needs. But when it's all said and done, who's gonna be your shoulder? That's what you're going to need, is that shoulder for somebody else to help you. You know what? The card that popped out, as I said, that was the Four of Swords, which is rest. You needing to relax and get some and have some, some quiet time after after all of this movement, because you're moving very fast and then they're saying rest. So this is going to happen quickly, and then you're going to need rest and recovery to kind of get yourself together. And then I heard, but it won't be as hard as you think. Like, it won't be as hard for you as you think, and it'll teach you a lot. um um this situation will teach you a lot. um
I
and then
think
I
it's
got the
going to
high
teach her
priestess,
how
because you always
resilient she is.
I got the high priestess, which means you know both sides. Like, you know this side and you know that side. You have all that intuition, all that great knowledge. And so this is just, and then this is clarity. Because I said, when it's all said and done, who's gonna be all mind, all logical. Like, a lot of
Well, mine are swords too.
all I got was swords. I got
Yeah,
three
these are.
swords, and then I got these wands, but I got all swords.
So
That's a
the
lot of
aces are
mental.
swords.
That's a lot of mental. Yeah. Oh, a girls trip. I did. Oh no, I feel like you're going to need a girls trip, so that may be what this is. Because remember, I said um you're gonna be the level-headed person for everybody else, and you're gonna be the rock that everybody else needs. But then who's gonna be that rock for you? And that may be the trip that you need. So you may need multiple trips. Like, it could be two things could be true at once. You could need to travel for whatever this situation is with the family, and then you could need to travel just to get your bearings back together and to get you back solid to where you need to be, because there is going to be a lot of quick movement. There is a lot of mental things that are be going on, like thinking and logical and reasoning, and just decisions that are going to have to be made. And then you're going to need that rest, but you have that knowledge in order to kind of help everybody else out. But who's going to be that for you? So maybe that's every time people be like, oh, well, there's the Lord is testing your patience, or your higher power is testing your patience, or they want to say, listen, I've been tested to the max, people. I don't even want to take no more tests. Put the paper away. Just, I don't want no more tests. I don't want nothing else. I have proven that I'm resilient, that I'm tough, you ain't got to give me no more tests. I get it, Lord. Totally. I understand. Totally get it. Oh, you said you were talking to us too. I thought you meant a girls trip, but I do see the girls trip, because I remember that us saying that you were going to also see the family situation that that Sherri was talking about. So two things at once. Isabel says, can she get a reading on what
So did Diane Tanner. She asked before Isabel.
okay.
Where's
I'll
Keena?
come
Why
back
is
to
Keena
Diane.
not doing her
Or you know
job?
what? You can go ahead and start on Diane, because I've read her before.
Okay. Well, where's Keena? Why is she not doing her job? You are welcome, Miss Bonnie.
So don't be, it's extremely frustrating.
Got it. Thank you, Miss Tina. Okay. So I got the Seven of Diamonds. Diamonds is luck, fortune, happiness, social circles, and home. The seven is about um, apathy. So you're dealing with a bunch of lies and deceit, whether it's coming from you or coming from somebody else. Um, I think that it, I think that I'm just that whoever is whatever you're saying about somebody that you think it's the truth, it may not be the truth. It could be something that you've heard. So I think this is you. I don't think you're intentionally lying or being deceptive, but I think there is deception in something that you're saying to somebody. So stop it. I have the 10 of Hearts. The 10 of Hearts talks about family or love and relationships and family. And it's saying that you have happy, healthy relationships, but you have to learn when to stop talking about other people. Um, I have the Jack of Clubs, which tells me that it's representing like a friend or a sibling or somebody that's mutually in your space that has the same objectives that you do. Um, it's like a younger person than you, but I think you get caught up in what they're saying to you and what you're saying about somebody else. This is this is like you need to stop. But I'm not saying that you're being a liar, you're intentionally being deceptive, and I think that somebody's feeding you information and you're moving it along. Stop it. Just stop it. Because I think your heart is in the right place, but I think you need to realize who your sources are. That's what they're telling me. I hope that makes sense for you.
For Miss Diane,
Andy.
I automatically saw her sitting on a bench, like it's like there's a game and you're sitting on the bench, and the coach is calling you to go in and you don't want to go in, like you're like, oh no, I'm not ready, and the card that came out was Judgment. You're judging yourself if you do Judgment because this is like the coach to go to work or to start to go into the game, and you're saying no, I'm not ready. So this is you judging yourself saying you're not ready. So the person that she could be spreading the story about, Sherri, could be herself. She could be spreading the
Could
story that
be
she's
lying about herself. Yeah, not
not ready or
intentionally.
that she's not. And so you could be, your power is the person that is calling you in, and you are you're saying no, coach, I'm not ready to go in, and they're like, come on, because the traditional version of this card is Archangel, is it Michael or whoever, blowing a horn and calling you to your purpose. So you're being called to join the game, but you don't want to join the game. And so again, this is an offer that is being made to you that you're refusing. So if you notice, there's 3 cups here, and here's another cup. This right here is the hand of your higher power offering it to you, and you just not even attention, you're not, mindful of it, you're refusing something or you're not seeing something that's right in front of you. Take the opportunity and you're saying, no, I'm not ready. And what they're saying is you need to balance. You have a little bit too much negativity or negative self-talk versus the positivity in who you are and knowing what you are capable of doing. You're a lot more talented than you think you are, and you're being called to do something, and you're kind of sitting back saying, no, I'm not ready. And your higher power is saying, yeah, you are ready. You're ready. Come on and do this. And so you got to make a decision. Twos are decisions. And then Pentacles is just that balancing act. So you got to figure out how to move forward, how to, push out that negative self-talk and pull in more positive talk. So I feel like you really need to step up, listen to your higher power, and then kind of, answer to the call that they're telling you to come. Like they're ready to put you to work or to put you in the game, and you're saying, no, I'm not ready. And your higher power is saying, yeah, you are ready. Come on, go. And so whatever it is that you're holding back or you're not moving forward on, it's time to go ahead and move forward. You have the support of your higher power. They're just asking you to move forward. So that's what I got for you. Hi, Mordecai. Hey, Meg. Hey, pretty unique. It
Miss
has been
Tara
a
was
long time,
saying
Meg.
thank you for your comment.
And see it and show us that beautiful baby.
You two are amazing. That's what I was saying. Thank you for.
Oh, okay. All right. So who else has a question? Put your question in the chat. And Keena will post it. Keena is behind the scenes, so the trio is here, even though you don't know. Oh, Isabel. Okay, Isabel, are you still here?
Get away. Go.
Have you already started your dinner, Sherri? Or because I
No,
heard you say I gotta go check on my dinner.
no, I'm good.
Wait, what did you say you were having?
Get off.
Something with potatoes?
Yeah, I'm having. I bought a rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club, and because I pre-ordered it and then went to go pick it up, and then they didn't have it. They ran back and gave me the biggest rotisserie chicken, so I have a lot of rotisserie chicken.
Oh, you could
So I
also make like chicken noodle soup with it, or you could do a lot of stuff with a rotisserie chicken. You could like, because I've taken mine before and just peeled it off the bone and put it in the freezer and to use later. But I definitely like using the to make chicken and noodles.
yeah, I like to shred it and then use it to make enchiladas.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I
Isabel, are you still here? Hi, Micaiah.
so I shred it and then make enchiladas. I pull out my chicken and then I make like a little pan.
Isabella, are you still here? Because if you're not, I'm not going to start your reading. I'm going to go to the next person who puts a message in there.
My question is: there someone? Nope, Michaela. I
I thought
gotta
the
know.
same thing
I don't even have to do a reading for that. I
too.
gotta know.
Micaiah, I didn't get that anybody at all. You got to go where, Miss Sherri?
I said I was gonna get a my pendulum if they want to do a yes or no.
Oh, go ahead. You can do that. I got to know
I don't
too. I don't
either.
think anybody's plotting against her. And
Oh,
if they are, okay, Isabella, you're still here. But Micaiah, if somebody's plotting against you, do you think that their prayers are stronger than yours? Because all you have to, I mean, like,
they're
I
not sleeping. If you believe that they're going to plot against you, then they're going to plot against you. But
but
uh,
why would you call that energy in? Yeah.
oh, she's here.
Oh,
Look at
she's
that.
saying that Isabel was probably sleeping.
Oh yeah. Oh
All right,
gosh.
Miss Isabel, you said you want a reading. What message does Spirit have for you? Okay. Battle is over. Why are you still swinging? Like, why are you still fighting something that's done? It's like you had a situation or there's a big blow up or some kind of tower moment and it's over and done. Everybody's gone back to their corners or to their side. All resolved. It's all moved forward. Everybody's done with it. Why are you still battling over it? Like, why are you still so why are you still fighting? There's nothing to fight. They're saying move forward. There's no battle to be won. They're showing me the 5 of Swords and like you won, but you're still trying to fight. And they're like, well, what are you fighting for? There's nothing left to fight. Like you won the battle, move on. And so I get that you need to let go. They actually showed me like you holding on to like a belt or a wire or something, and they're saying just let it go. If you let it go, it'll stop breaking your hand. So they're saying just let it go. Um, Let me see what else I have for you, Miss Isabella. Are you looking for a new job? Because I heard the job is yours if you want it. Like maybe there's something. I don't know if you had an interview, but I heard the job is yours if you want it. So if you, I keep seeing this saying that I'm losing connection, and I don't know why. I may need to restart my computer, but I keep seeing that little
It's
yellow
probably because
thing.
of
That's
the
why I keep
weather.
stopping by. But I'm seeing that they're saying if oh it could be worse for me. Um, but they're telling me to tell you to like if you want this opportunity, it's yours. You just have to say yes to it, and then things will work. Things opportunity that you want, and that you got an internship. Okay, then maybe are you expecting or hoping that the internship will turn into something else? Because they're saying the job is yours if you want it. So if you're in an internship, a lot of time people want their internship to turn into a permanent job or another opportunity. So they're saying the job is yours if you want it. So you may not be looking for it, but it may be there for you if you want it. Like you're doing such a good job that you could actually get a permanent position there if you want it, but you have to decide if that's what you want. So, and then you're wanting to know, were you wanting to know about a male? Because I see a guy in the background, like you're wondering if there's going to be somebody that steps up. I don't feel like there's anybody like there now, but you're wondering like you're going to have love, going to be a relationship. And I heard it's coming. I feel like late romance or something, and then things will pick up for you. All right. Um, so that's what I got for Oh, Sherri, somebody wants to see your tattoo.
Oh,
So that's what I got for you, Miss Isabel. They said on
okay.
the right. That's your right.
That's my left.
Oh, they said one on the. Oh, maybe the person on the right because I don't have any tattoo. Oh yeah, they said
Ah.
dope. So it must have been your tattoo.
No, 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 you're fine. I mean, I have this one and this one and this one and this one
Oh yeah,
and
you're fine,
this
Mordecai.
one and then this one and then one on my two on my back and one on my thigh. But we're not gonna. I charge for those. Just kidding. Okay, so
Isabella, Isabel. I keep calling her Isabel. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
um, okay, so I got the 5 of Clubs. The 5 of Clubs talks to me about encouraging times, abundance at work, and that you're a stronger and healthier person for that. Um, but then I have the, which kind of goes along with what Angie was saying, is why are you still fighting people that aren't supposed to fighting? Because I got this Jack of Spades, and the Jack of Spades is like a person with negative intention, and they're rebellious and they're not trustworthy, and it's somebody that's close to you. And I don't know if it's a lover, an ex, a friend, but there's somebody that you feel like you need to fight yourself from. um, but I think it they are making you feel defensive, and I think that you feel as if you have to come out swinging from that. That should end soon. You should really think about why you keep fighting something that is over, like Angie said. And this one tells me it's an X. This tells me this is an X. This tells me that you have new romance and new love and new support coming for you. This is in the future, but what you need to do is you need to just not bring that past forward. Do not make those two things the same. This person was really messed up with you. So just you've got to let it go. Gosh darn it, my kid's blowing my phone up. So this, whatever it is, you need to let it go. Okay. And then this beautiness, this new beginning, this love, this appreciate yourself, by the way. This is like you needing to move on and appreciate yourself. Uh, but I do agree with, you're fighting for something that does not need to be fought. Okay.
That makes so much sense. We were so on point on that because I got the same thing. The first thing they showed me was just her fighting to win. So we were both getting the same energy.
Yep.
So you fighting a battle that's over. Like you don't have to fight
It's
it anymore.
over.
Exactly.
Yeah. Type your
Um,
questions.
Mordecai. Oh, Mordecai's next. Look, I was about to ask you next. Keena on it. I don't even know why I'm asking. Anybody else who has a question, just type your question in there. Ken will pin you to the chat. Ken is in the background, and you don't know that she's there, but pin your question, type your question, and Ken will post it for you. What does the universe have for you, Mordecai? Let's see.
Is that Twitch or Twitter or which platform is
Twitch,
that?
Twitch.
Us.
Makaya, did you put your question in there? Like a different question? Because we already answered that question. You're welcome, Isabel. I hope that helps, and I hope you come back with good news about your internship. Come back and let us know. We always like to know, like, get confirmation. Anybody we give a reading to, we always like for you to come back and tell us whether we were right or even if we were wrong. Like, you were a liar. It didn't work. Well, you ain't got to call me a liar, but you can just come back and tell me, like, it didn't happen like that.
Didn't happen
Hello,
like that. And
Brooke.
then we
How are
go,
you?
really? Really, it didn't? Or really, it did? Or
Right.
because it did, it just might not. Okay.
Okay. Mordecai, they showed me you on a stationary bike. Like you're on a regular 10, it's stuck in a stationary position. Like you're on the wrong mode of transportation. You're trying to go on a journey and you're using the wrong vehicle. They're saying you need to get off of this stationary bike because you're putting a lot of effort in, but you're not getting anywhere. So maybe you're trying to start a new project or you're trying to start your own business or whatever it is, you're putting a lot of effort in but you're not getting any progress. You're not moving forward. You're just spinning your wheels in the same spot. So they're saying you need to get off of that bike because it's stationary. It's not going to move no matter how hard you pedal, no matter how hard you do.
Oh, that's
Um, okay. And so they're telling me that you need to, it, would that be true? That last thing? And so they're telling me that you need to get off of that vehicle of transportation. Like it's not working for you. You need to find another way to move forward. And so you're just kind of you're spending all of your energy and it's not working for you. If it's for your parents and they're not listening to the advice that you're giving them, then maybe you need to get like a medical professional to help you to give them that advice or a counselor or somebody else who can give that advice to them if that's the situation. That's not what I got. I felt like you were trying to start like, I don't know. It just feels like they're saying that you're not moving forward, like you're not getting any progress in whatever it is you're doing. And if that's what it is, then maybe you need to call in somebody else with a little bit more authority or a little bit more knowledge of the situation who can explain it to them better because they're not listening to you. And a lot of times we want to listen to our kids because we don't think they know. But if you bring in somebody else to help them out, then maybe that'll help you. But I get that you're just wasting your energy trying to move forward. And no matter how hard you try, it's not going to move forward in the effort that you're using. So that's what I got for Mordecai.
okay. So I got the Seven of Diamonds. The Seven of Diamonds is talking again about it's apathy, it's standing still, it's not moving, it's, deception, it's loss of money. Then I got the Joker, which is your current position, and the Joker is like unknown. I don't know what it means. They're not telling me what it means. They don't want me to know what it means because they know that you know what it means. You know what this is about. The trouble and the loss of money and all of that is about. But then I got the 10 of diamonds, which diamonds are pentacles. Pentacles are money, love, or I'm sorry, money, luck, fortune, happiness, social circles, and home life. So to get past this tells me that it's going to be okay, that you're going to have the financial success, that you're going to have the joys, that you don't need to be worried about this stuff, even though you are. It's going to be quick, whatever this financial success is, but whatever this mystery thing is, like, you need to work and get past it. I know you don't care about money, but it
We
could be
all care about money. That's not
abundances.
true.
Yeah, it could be abundances. It could be um, happiness or anything that comes into your life. That's what this could be, and that's what these can mean too. Like right now, there's a bunch of yucky negative stuff, but whatever this is going to come through and be happy and successful. And for shits and giggles, I'm pulling a fourth card, which is there's a female that is trying to give you good advice. Not necessarily me or Angie, but there's a person that's a wise older person that is trying to give you a good advice, trying to give you direction, and you're kind of listening to them. You need to listen to them a little bit more.
Please, no female. Like you, I don't know for me. Oh, you're getting over one. Okay. So you asked, how do
It
you
doesn't
get over
that
sad?
doesn't mean that this female is coming into your life to be your partner. It could be a female that is coming into your life to give you advice, and you're not listening to them. And I think you're not listening to them because they are female, but they're not a romantic person. They're not a person that is bringing in that kind. Maybe it is your aunt, maybe. Okay.
Okay. So several things. You asked, how do you get over the sadness? It depends on what the sadness is. Every situation um requires a different method of getting over it. If the sadness is about your parents dying, you can look at it several ways. They are not going to be in pain anymore. Energy is never created or destroyed. So your parents may not physically be here, but energetically they're always with you and you can still communicate with them. So you're not losing them in the sense of you can never communicate with them again. If it's a relationship, then it's you just deciding or working through those feelings or those emotions. Why am I missing this person? Why do I want this person back if this person treated me wrong? So if this is a relationship that you're trying to get over and this person broke up with you or you broke up with their person for a reason, you're pining over the memories of the good stuff and not remembering why the relationship
Not
ended in the
remembering the
first place.
bad.
So you have to understand why the relationship ended. And then you said I'm a lost soul. So those are negative things that's negative self-talk. You can't speak those
Stop it.
things into the universe and then think that you're going to get good things. Every morning I wake up and I say I believe in infinite abundance. All my wants and needs are always taken care of. You have to speak positively of yourself. I say every day, I think I'm amazing. I think I'm beautiful. I love me. You have to speak those positive things into the world, because otherwise, you know how they say life and death is in the power of the tongue, or speak those things into existence. If you keep saying, "Oh, I'm a lost soul," "Oh, I'm unhappy," that's what you're going to be, because you're telling the universe that that's what you are and that's what you want. But if you want it to be something else, then you speak those things that are not as though they are. I am having an amazing life. My parents are getting better, or my parents are understanding, what steps they need to take in order to feel better or to transition on. Like, you have to speak those things into existence. If you speak negativity, that's what you're going to receive. So you have to speak those things that are positive. And I'm not saying that you're going to wake up tomorrow and every other word out your mouth is going to be positive, but you have to start somewhere. Even when I started with the affirmations and the manifestations, um, it still took a while. Like even sometimes I'll have days where I'm just thinking like negative self-talk and I have to put on a manifestation video or something that tells me that I'm amazing, or I go to sleep listening to it. You have to change the patterns. Like Shauna, Naturally Divine Goddess, has a video she just put
Facts.
out about getting over negative self-talk. So that may be a video or meditation that you want to look up. It's Naturally Divine Goddess. She's in my list of people that I subscribe to, and she just put out a video, if I'm not mistaken, about negative self-talk or how to get over negative self-talk. And so you may want to listen to that video, or you may want to listen to some positive videos just about you telling you are great. I feel like you're working very hard. You just don't have enough people telling you how amazing you are, or you seeing the progress. A lot of times we're just used to struggling so hard that we don't see the progress that we're making. You could be breaking generational traditions that of with money or with difficulties, and you just don't see the progress in them. So there's different ways to deal with sadness. So it just depends on what the sadness is that you're dealing with, and then you have to figure out what your triggers are. I know that maybe around the full moon I can be extremely emotional because I'm releasing things. I've asked the full moon to remove all those things that no longer serve me. But when those things come out, sometimes they're emotional. I may end up crying. I may end up being angry. So I have to recognize where my regular normal point is for where my regular emotional point is, my stability point. And then am I too far this way? Am I too angry? Am I too sad? How do I get myself back here? Do I need to watch something funny on TV? Do I need to buy myself a treat and just enjoy that treat? Do I need to talk to friends? Do I need some encouragement? Do I need a hug? The ones I used to, when me and Sherri Beery met, and we haven't told the story in a long time, the first thing she did was give me a hug because Spirit told her I needed a hug. And that is the one thing that I used to say all the time. Like I used to go to church all the time and I used to sit in the pews and the pastor used to be like, the Lord told me to tell you. I used to be like, all I need is a hug. The Lord didn't tell you to give me a hug. Like that's the one thing. And so I used to always crave a hug. So the very first time that I met Sherri Berry at the Everything Just Rocks, where we used to have our classes, she gave me a hug. So if you put out what you need, then the universe will give it to you. But you have to admit that that's what you need, or you have to speak those things that you want so that they can be given to you. If you need help getting over this sadness, then say that to your guys. How can I get over this sadness? What is my next step? How am I productive while I'm getting over this sadness? How do I release this? A full moon is coming up. So you can put those things on there. I want to release sadness. I want to release this person. Put those things on a list and tell the universe, and then set that list on fire and then give the ashes back to the earth and allow the universe to remove those things from you so that you can have a different mindset. Start listening to meditation music or meditation videos. There's a lot of them on YouTube that just tell you, like there's one I listen to at night. It's about an hour and it just tells me you're amazing, you're healed, you're smart, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that. And so you find the words that you need to hear and let them loop over and over and over. Sometimes throughout my day, I listen to them. So you have to know what it is that you are hurting from or what you need, and then ask your higher power for it. One things that Don taught us is a lot of times we go chasing something when we could just send our higher power out or our spirit guides out to bring that thing back to you. I wanted somebody to help me with my taxes or to help me with get my finances in order. The other day I was having a random conversation with a coworker and she was like, "Oh girl, we can set up a call. I'll show you how to do this. I'll show you how to do that. I'll blah 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 blah." And there, that was the person I need. I didn't have to go out and chase anybody. They brought it into me. So sometimes you have to learn how to ask the universe what you want. I want to help my parents to get better. I want to help my parents to understand their illness. I want to help my parents to have better progress. And so then you ask your higher power to help you or to send you somebody who can help you to do those things. I feel like I'm working too hard. I'm too tired. How do I ease the pace of what I'm doing in order to have some relaxation time or some recovery time? So you ask your higher power. You're trying to do it all in your own strength and your own will, but that's what your higher power is there for. What's the use of praying if your higher power can't give you any of the things that you want? Like you're just praying to a God who can't do anything. You might as well be praying to this cup right here. Same thing. If your higher power can't give you what you want or can't help you through the
Almighty cup.
situations that you're going through, then you may be believing in the wrong higher power. So that's all I'm saying.
Yes, I was sitting in that class and I kept hearing, that woman needs a hug. You need to go hug that woman. I did not know her. She's scary. She was in
Keena,
a
can you post
she
any
was
of the videos that I'm talking about? Some of the manifestation or meditation videos that I'm talking about for Mordecai. And yes, you can post your link in there too for us if it'll show up. You may just have to give us a YouTube channel, but I'm always looking for a new meditation or a new thing. But yes, Miss Sherry Berry did give me a hug when we first met, and I really appreciate it.
yeah.
I sent them to you in text message, Keena. But you know what? I can go on YouTube and find them myself, you guys.
I
Um,
listened to um who is it? It's
I have a whole playlist of just it's like 8 or 9 hours. And Don, Sonora Mystic Tarot. If you go into my subscribers, Don has a whole bunch of meditations that you can listen to also about meeting your spirit
mhm.
guides, about meeting passed over loved ones, about finding out who your gatekeeper is. Don has a lot of good things. I'm not as fancy as everybody else, and I don't have yes, yes, Keena. Um I don't have any of the QR codes that the rest of the people have because I'm just lazy. But if you go into my subscriber list, you can see Don's Sonora Mystic Tarot page, and then you can find all of his stuff on there. But I'm sorry, Miss Sherry, what were you saying? And I'll just cut you right on off.
I just said when we were just sitting in that class, Angie had that mean face on her, the mad bug.
I just be
And
thinking,
I all I heard was this woman just needs a hug. And I
exactly,
remember we were outside and I said, "Excuse me, I'm really sorry. I know I don't know you and I'm not really one to hug people, but I'm supposed to give you a hug."
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you posted your question, Keena already had you on the list. So Mordecai, I hope that helps you out. Come back. Like one of us is on almost every single day during the week. So come back and listen to the like just be in the chat. Sometimes I'll like when the rest of our people are on, I'll just get in the chat because it's such positive energy. It's such great vibration to be in that sometimes it'll lift me up or they're funny or they're just saying something that makes me happy. And so I just like to be in there for the encouragement. So just come back and just kind of be in a chat with us. You may get a reading, you may just contribute to what we're saying in the chat, but always come back and just absorb the energy. Like I think what you're doing is a very selfless thing. One of the comments that he made while you were reading him, Sherry, is that he would sacrifice. I think it's a he. This is a male, right? That he would sacrifice for his parents' happiness. And maybe you don't have to sacrifice. Maybe you just have to teach them how to receive the help that you're trying to give them in a different way, in a way that is mutually, acceptable for both of you so that you're not working so hard to get, yeah, okay, it is a guy. Thank you. So you're not working so hard to sacrifice your happiness for theirs. It could be mutually, mutual that you both are having joy from this situation, you know. And maybe you just need to have some conversations. And hard conversations if your parents are actually passing is what is that transition going to look like? How are we going to prepare for that transition? So you may need to have those conversations also. All right. So Micaiah, and am I saying your name right? Micaiah, is that it? Micaiah, that because that's how I see it. I hope that's right. And then what my spirit team wants to say through the reading. You don't have no specific topic. You just want to know in general what they want to know. Y'all give away y'all power. Listen, if a psychic go give me something, I got a question. Like, oh, Mordecai, Mordecai. Oh, Mordecai, we know how to say your name.
Micaiah.
Okay, thank you. We got you easy. No, you don't have to like stop apologizing. You're okay. I like having you in the chat. I do hope you come back. Me and Sherry Berry are on every Sunday. Well, we're gonna start coming back every Sunday
What do you
at
mean we're on there?
3 o'clock.
I think the last time we were on was in January.
Listen, the title that I had to change said December 18th, so I don't even know if that was us or our old one, but January
Well,
might
I
be right,
got
so that might
because
be
I
right.
got it when I went and looked for the link. I put in Angie, and it was an email from January, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
that
my
might be true. That
goodness.
might be true. But going forward, Mordecai, we are trying to be on every Sunday at 3 o'clock, and then I'm on Wednesday nights with Don at 6 o'clock. These are all Mountain Standard Times, and then Miss Sherri Beery is on live on TikTok sometimes too. So we're trying to be more consistent and come on more often. All right, Micaiah. Okay, so let's see
Spirit.
what we have for you.
You
Um,
got money. This is all pentacles.
if you're ready, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I had the Four of Diamonds, the Six of Diamonds, and the Eight of Diamonds. The Four of Diamonds talks about destinations, or Fours talks about destinations. So this is um you're waiting for your abundances. You're not taking action on them. You're waiting for them. You're like, oh, I really want that pretty dress. Here's an example. And Angie, don't hate. Okay, nobody hate. I was at a luncheon. I was at a luncheon, and I have been saying how badly I need a new purse for months because my purse is falling apart. And I've sent pictures to my boyfriend, like hinting, like, oh, look at this purse. Look at this purse. So I won.
Oh, nice. Is that green?
What? It's black.
Oh, it kind of looked like it had a green. Either way, I love it, green or black.
Well, originally it was a hot pink, huge bag. Okay, if anybody knows me, they know that I am not. So I went and traded it in because it was a Michael Kors. It was huge. I would never purchase myself something like this expensive, but I just kept saying for the last few months, like I gotta save, I gotta get a purse, I gotta save, I gotta get a purse, and instead I won a purse because I put it in action. The other
Exactly.
day, I said, I really need to figure out a way to have more income, right? Because my daughter's getting married, I have to move, blah, blah, blah. And I am not kidding. I got a client today that it was a very, very profitable client. I got a client the other day that was profitable. I had a business contact me and say, "Hey, we want to put your teas and your simmer pots on our shelves, and let's work something out." So it's not only putting
Side
it there
note,
and
right
having
quick.
those
If you guys are having
conversations.
trouble sleeping or anxiety or anything like that, Miss Sherri Berry makes the best teas. They will like she has stuff for PCOS for like your that time of the month for like all kinds of teas to help you sleep, teas to help you, relax. Miss Sherri Berry makes some good teas. So I just had to throw that little plug in there. And her
Thank
little
you.
and her if Kina moved this question, then you can see her little email address where you can order teas. But
Holy
she
shit,
usually
where
has a
is it?
consultation with you. You tell her what's going on, and then she'll put in there like Spirit will tell her what you need for
Oh
her to put
yeah.
in there to get you ready.
I have a PC. Oh, here it is. I have a PCOS proprietary blend. Like it is ready to go. Uh, so
Oh wait,
for
Sherry Berry stuff. Is it not showing up because I have the tickler at the bottom, Kina?
anyways, this stuff smells so good. But like this is for monthly. Then I make an oil for monthly.
Oh, see, there's Sherry Berry. That's how you get her tea.
But so I made those steps. I talked to people. I put it out there. So this tells me that you're just sitting there, you're waiting for your abundances to come in. Stop it. This is saying that you're on the right path, but stop sitting. I see you on the path sitting on a bench, waiting, waiting. Stop it. And this one again is about movement. And are you like doubting yourself because you're hearing BS from other people? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like you're listening to what other people are saying and like, oh, you can't do it. You can't be successful. You can't make the money. Again, you're just sitting there, you're waiting. You're not taking action, if although you're there where you're right where you're supposed to be, but you need to take action on it and stop listening to other people's bullshit. Okay, go. I saw your face.
Oh my God. Like, yeah, because you were saying, is she listening to other people's self doubt? And immediately when I got into her energy and I wanted a little time, so I'm glad you went first. I saw her breaking, like I saw her bones breaking, her spirit breaking, her body breaking. And the very first card that came out was a heartbreak, the three of swords, which is a heartbreak. So are you going through an emotional situation, like some kind of breakup or something that is breaking you? There's some kind of emotional situation that you're going through that is breaking you, because the three of swords came up and they showed me you bent over and you just breaking and breaking and breaking. So something is breaking you. And so I said, well, what is it that Michaela needs to know? And the first thing that came up was the six of swords, which is victory. This is victory. You see how she got her hands up, and this is that victory. This is her at the podium because she won. She got victory. And so you've won. If there are people who are not speaking positively and you do not listen to them and kind of step away from them, but also whatever it is that is breaking you, you need to go ahead and grieve it. Go ahead and let those emotions play through. You don't have to push them down or try to hide those emotions. Admit that you have those emotions. When I'm angry, I tell my guys, I don't like this. I'm angry. I don't want this to happen. I let them know, because how can they heal what I don't reveal? If I don't tell my guys I'm angry, if I don't tell my guys that I'm upset, that I'm frustrated, that I don't like the way that they're teaching me, that I don't like the way this situation is going, how are they going to heal me? So they're showing me that you are going with you are going. You still feel weak to put actions because okay, and so they're telling me that you really need to um uh focus on where you want to be. Like, tell your higher power what you want. If you want to Kina, what happened to Sherri? Or did she close herself out? Oh, maybe she closed herself out. So they're saying, like, if you want something, if you want a new job, you want a new house, you want a new romantic situation, then you need to go ahead and speak those things in there. Tell your higher power what you want. I just said this to the last person. If your higher power can't help you in the situation that you're in, maybe you're believing in the wrong higher power. Because what am I praying to you for if you can't help me? What am I believing in you for if you're not able to resolve this issue that I'm going through, or help me to move forward in this situation? So whatever it is that's breaking you, you have victory over it. You just have to claim that victory. You have to speak that victory. If it's financial situation, listen. When I first started going to class, because when I say class, me and Sherri Beery we used to go to a class Monday nights at Everything Just Rocks, and it was a mediumship class. And long as she said psychic, we were fine, because psychic is just, reading your energy. But as soon as she said mediumship, head down. I'm not good at mediumship. I'm not good at mediumship. And what she told us is to stop saying you're not good at mediumship. And so every time I would say it, she would say, stop saying that. And so I changed it to, I'm getting better at mediumship. And you know what happened? I got better at mediumship. I was able to speak to dead people. I was able to, get information from the other side and communicate to other people. So you have to speak those things that are not as though they are. I am healed. I am better. I am over this person. I am moving forward. I am happy. I'm so grateful for my new job. I love my new apartment. Like, if you're trying to get a new house, I love my new apartment. Oh, I'm so happy about buying furniture for my new apartment. You have to speak in a positive affirmation to yourself, so that the universe can bring those things to you, or so that the universe will know. If you're having a hard time, an emotional situation, then ask your guys, help me to get through this situation. Help me to get over this hurt. Help me to heal from this pain. And so then once you acknowledge that you need the help, your higher power can help you to move forward. But you have to speak those things so that they can be taken care of, or so that people know. And then I said, what's the outcome of this situation? And I got the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups, and that's two very good cards. And the Ten of Cups is joy, emotional fulfillment. That's you getting what you want. That's your joy. You want the Ten of Cups. That's you getting to that happy place. You getting what you want. You got victory. You're sitting here in the sadness of it all, and they're saying you got the victory, you got the joy, everything you want is there. You just have to step into it and accept it. Then you're the Queen of Wands, which is nurturing, which is compassionate, which is you just having the passion and being creative, you being out there. So everything you need is on this side. So, like, imagine if this is, you see how me and Sherri Berry is. This is your joy on Sherry Berry side, and you're over here with the Grim Reaper of love, me being sad about it. And your higher power is like, listen, what do you need? How do you want us to move forward? Your higher power is saying, use us, call us, tell us what you need so that we can help you to move forward. Your joy is right there. You got all these great cards, and you're sitting over here in the sadness of it all.
She is the Grim Reaper of love.
Being always satisfied is how I should always. You're not always going to wait a minute, being always satisfied. I don't know. Does that mean being always satisfying others or trying to satisfy other people? Because you got to put yourself first sometime. You can't help others if you're not healed and whole and ready to move forward. How can I help others and let people know how to get over grief? I experienced grief and I got through grief. How do I get through finance? How do I can tell people about manifesting? I learned how to manifest. How did I tell people about changing their perspective? I learned how to change my perspective. I learned the things that trigger me and make me sad, and then I either preempt them from happening, or when I get into those situations, I know the things that'll make me happy. If I'm having a bad day, like work was frustrating, I can have a glass of wine. I can watch a comedy on TV. I can call a friend who will make me laugh. I can call my sister I can talk it out to. I know all the things because I've experienced these things over and over again. So I know how to get myself in it. I don't stay in that space. Why would I want to stay in an unhappy space when I have all of this waiting on me? Your higher power is saying, what do you want? Tell us what you want and we'll give it to you. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Listen, I told my higher power I wanted to have $10,000 in my savings account by the end of the year. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen, but it happened. And so I allowed my higher power to bring that to me. There's a lot of things that I've asked for, and they told me to stop at worrying about how it was going to happen and just allow them to bring it to me. Understand? So just tell them what you want. We just had a new moon. That's where you set your intentions. Or we're about to have a full moon. Set the intentions for the things you want to release. I want to release this heartbreak. I want to release this negative self talk. I want to be inspired. I want to move forward. I want a new job. Allow them to release those things for you and to move you forward. That's what your higher power is for. You're trying to do it all in your physical, earthly power when there's a higher power there for a reason to help you move forward. So, how do you want them to help you? Or what is it that you need help with? Just let them move you forward.
A hoe to that.
Yeah, and you said being satisfied as a feeling. You may not always be satisfied. A lot of times I've asked for something, not always 100% believing. Like a lot of people tell you, oh, you can't manifest unless you 100% believe in it. That's not true. Because a lot of times I've just believed enough to say it. I believed enough to start saying the affirmation every single day. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are always met. I believed enough to say it so that I could start seeing it. I believed enough in wanting that $10,000 at the end of the year for me to be able to say, I want $10,000 in my savings at the end of the year. I want all my bills paid. Like one day I wrote down, all my bills paid, all my medical bills paid by the end of the year, or I want all my medical bills paid by the end of the year. I, I I scratched out the I want and just left pay medical bills paid by the end of the year. I swear within a couple of days I got a bill. I got a doctor's office calling to negotiate and they took $1,000 off of my bill. I spoke what I wanted and the universe gave it to me. I didn't know how. I thought I was going to have to work extra hours in order to be able to pay that off. The universe said, nope, don't even worry about it. We're going to cut that bill in half and take that whole $1,000 off. So don't worry about how, just say what you want and be honest with yourself. I tell them all the time, look, I love to lose 20 pounds and I don't want to exercise because I'm lazy. So can you just remove 20 pounds of fat? And so, you know what's happening? 20 pounds of fat is going away. But you have to speak those things, even things that other people may think are silly. You speak them because people may think it's silly that I tell my higher power that I want to release this fat or that I want to have a flat stomach. You speak those things. Your higher power is for you. That's between you and your higher power, not between everybody else. And you don't have to tell everybody else because sometimes they'll break your spirit and you'll be like, oh, I want to start a new jewelry making business. They're like, what do you know about jewelry? You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. And just as you had that little bubble of hope, they just squashed it just that fast. And now you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't make jewelry. But sometimes if you just speak it to your higher power, That's a lesson that they've taught me. You can't tell everybody everything. Sometimes it's just between you and your higher power. So you have all the victory you need. Just start speaking it. The one thing I want you to do is to write down the top 3 things or the top 5 things that you want. Just write them down. Don't worry about how you want to do it. Your higher power is saying make a list of the top 5 things that you want to bring to your life and the top 5 things or 3 things that you want to release. Write both of those things down in a journal or whatever and just leave them. And as they happen, just check them off. Just check them off. Just check them off. And then come back and tell us how that is working out for you because you have the victory. They're showing it to me. You're just staying over here. So that's what I see for you. All right. So I'm hoping, but can someone be afraid of the high? Why would you be afraid of your higher power? Like what? Like what do you think your higher power is going? What kind of high? You know what? I'm not even go question that. Can you put her question up? Can someone be afraid of their higher power? Yes, you can. Because the God that when I went to church when I was younger, all my pastor talked about was that God was a tyrant. I mean, that's how he presented him to me. You're going to hell for this, you're going to hell for that, and I was afraid of God. Like I didn't believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ because I knew it for a fact or because my faith was that strong. I believed in it because, yeah, I believed in it because I was afraid to go to hell. And so
Go
sometimes you
straight to
can be
hell.
afraid of your
Do
higher
not
power,
pass
right?
go. Do not
And
collect your
so
$200.
you so don't be afraid of your higher power. It's what you believe. Your higher power is what you believe. If you believe that your higher power is a loving, giving God or the universe or however you believe in your higher power, then it will be that for you. But if you believe that your higher power is always going to punish you, that's the life that you're going to experience. Why would you be afraid of somebody? And again, no, I'm not going to say why because I was afraid of my higher power because I had received the wrong information about my higher power. But once I started connecting to my higher power directly and not filtering it through the church or filtering it through the Bible or filtering it through other people, I got a direct connection. I was like, oh, my higher power isn't so scary. They are here to help me out. So the first thing you might want to say is, I want to connect to my higher power um, in a positive way. Put that on your list. I want to connect because that's how I got to this place. I was in church one day and the pastor said, I want to, the Lord told me to tell you, and I prayed right then and there. I said, I want to talk to you, Lord, in the way that he talks to you. And I want to receive my messages directly from you. I don't want it to be filtered through the church. I don't want it to be filtered through somebody else's belief. I want to have that direct connect with you. And once I did that, my gifts started opening up and I started to be able to talk directly to my higher power. So that's what you need to do. Tell your higher power, I want to have a positive, um, loving relationship with you. And then allow that to happen. I'm afraid, and these are the reasons I'm afraid. And then allow your higher power to come to you in a way that's non-threatening. Come to you in a dream and show you that they're non-threatening, that they are positive. You set the stage. Only the spirits can only communicate with you if you give them the permission to do it. Understand? Have you guys seen Sinners? One of the things in Sinners was the spirits that were trying to come in, they couldn't come in until you invited them in. Like they had been regular people in their lives, and once they stepped outside that door, they was like, "Are you going to invite me in?" And it was like, "Well, I need to invite you in. You don't came in and out the door all day." But once they became that vampire, they had to be invited in. So you can invite in what spirits that you want in and what spirits that you don't. A lot of times we're afraid of what negative spirits we're going to have. You can say, I only want to communicate with spirits for my highest and greatest good, or they are here from the gold Christ light, or that are here for my highest and greatest good. You don't have to accept negative spirits. You tell the spirit yes or no that you want to communicate with them. And that's how you do it. Exactly. And I get that, Michaela. I get that. Listen, and my book, Save Suicidal and Soaked in the Blood, how can you be saved yet suicidal and call yourself soaked in the blood? Christianity was not the best mix for me. Like I was very um unhappy because of the way it was presented to me that God was always punishing me for being a sinful person. But once I unlocked my own relationship with my higher power, I understood that that wasn't true. So the book that I had, Saved, Suicidal, and Soaked in the Blood, it's on Amazon. It's and you can get it like on your Kindle. You probably can get it free on Kindle. um it's me and my experience through religion. I don't even know if Keena has the link in the background, but it was my experience through religion and how I fought through it to get to spirituality. And spirituality is a lot more open. Where religion told me I had to play by these rules and shut me down and suppress me, spirituality told me there's many different ways to communicate with your higher power and what you believe in. And so in that way, I'm happier, I'm freer, and I'm lighter and able to have a more enjoyable life. So you decide how you want to do it. All right. So I hope that helps you out. That was a very long reading for you, Micaiah, but I felt like you needed that. And I hope that some of this information rings true for you or helps you out. And come back. You know, like I said, me and Sherri Beery on every week at 3 o'clock on Sundays, and then on Wednesday nights I'm live with Don on at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So come back. All right. Oh, thanks, Don. Um. So you said you experienced so much harm. You believe. So Micaiah, you said you believe in Jesus Christ. Um. Not exactly the way the Bible does it. I don't believe in it exactly the way the Bible explains. Like, I do believe that there is a Jesus. I do believe that there was somebody that was crucified, but I don't believe in it in the way that the Bible presents it. So I do believe in a higher power. So however you believe in your higher power, and then you can ask your higher power to reveal themselves to you in a way that is non-threatening for you and positive. So do it that way. And also, if you want, you can go to my blog. My blog is you can go to this spot, this right here. That's my blog. You can go there, and I have a lot of writings. Like Christianity was very oppressive for me, and so I have a lot of blogs on there about my journey through it. I have a lot of poems and writings and things that I went through. So if you go to that site, a5says.blogspot.com, you'll see a lot of my journey through it and like getting out of religion and into spirituality. So I hope that helps you out too. And you'll see a link to get my book too. So, um, wow, I understand what you're going through, Micaiah. I totally understand. Go to my go to my website and then go to my blog spot and then look for the very early ones where I'm talking about some of the longer ones. Those are really about religion and how oppressive it was for me and my battle back and forth with God and what I believe, what I perceived God to be and what I found God was to me. So go through and some of those writings may help you. Okay. All right. So one of those will help you. If you don't want the book, then you can get some snippets of it from my blog. All right. So I hope that helps you. All right. So who's next, Tina? Oh, I'm sorry that took so long. We're almost 2 hours in. So we have 3 people on the list. We're ending after we'll do these 3 and then we'll be done. All right. Is it Ulisa Solace? Is this Miss Linda? Are you some kin to Miss Linda? Because I think that's her last name too. And I miss Miss Linda too. Spirit message for you. Um, Ulisa, is it Ulisa? Are you here? You're welcome, Micaiah. I hope to see you back. Like, please, please come back. And not just for views, but just to soak up the energy and to hear some of the discussions. And if you go to some of my older videos, like getting to know us, you'll see me, Don, and Tanisha, and I think Tina's on it. Tina, are you on that video too? Where we're explaining like our journey and how we discovered our abilities and how we made it out of some of our religious beliefs. So there's a video that we have that's about oh, you Lisa, I like that. Okay, thank you. And so go and look at some of those videos on there too where we talk about stuff like that. Hey Francis. All right, so I hope that helps you out, and I hope that we see you back. So, Ulisa, you can go ahead if you're ready for Ulisa. And I hope y'all don't hear Brandon screaming in the background. That's my son who's playing his video, guys. He is back from school and on 1,000 again.
Can you stop? My damn cat.
That's not even bad. I heard them purring. Maybe they got something to say too. They were agreeing with me. I hear you. Message me, Micaiah. We can have a conversation. Seriously, message me. Um, I have an email address. Kena, can you put my A5 Says Yes at gmail.com? Is Kena still in the background?
I think
All
so.
right. So you, Lisa, go ahead, Sherri.
Okay, so I've got the five of spades, which is swords. So for me, the five of swords talks about putting putting past feud. There's a something about a past feud or fight with somebody. You need to put that behind you. You need to let it go. You're holding on to it. He just stole a plastic bag. Um, you need to. You're struggling with this, whatever this past uh, fight or issue is, but you're going to overcome it. You need to get like we're going to work past this. Then I got the two of spades. And the two of spades says again, fighting words. There was a falling out, and you need to push through it, or like there's a pushing through it, and you're agonizing over this because I see you just sitting there shaking your head like I can't believe this is happening. I cannot believe that this person that I trusted is doing this to me. And you feel like it is to you, like it's directed to you or at you. However, I do get the Jack of Hearts, which tells me that you do get over this, that you do get to accomplish things, that new things are coming, that you need to also take care of yourself and pamper yourself while you're trying to let this go. Like you forgot in this process to take care of you and what. Sorry, my cat has a plastic bag and he's being crazy. So you need to, like I am feeling that you forget about yourself and that you've been beat up so much that you forgot to love yourself, and it's time that you get back to loving yourself, pampering yourself. Now, if you're one of those people like Angie who goes and gets her nails done all the time, that's not what I'm talking about as pampering. That's maintenance. That's maintenance. Like I color my hair, that's maintenance. Pampering is doing that like Angie said before, getting that treat, getting that snack, taking the extra walk, sleeping in another 30 minutes. Pampering yourself is not maintenance. So people kind of forget those types of things. Go
You
ahead.
know what? I had to learn that doing nothing is okay. Like we're so used to always being moving around, doing something, being busy. That on the days when I would just lay there and do nothing, I'd be like, you should be doing something. That's pampering yourself, having nothing to
Mm-hmm.
do and enjoying it. I had absolutely nothing to do this weekend, and I loved it. I laid in the bed. I worked overnight at my second job, and when I got off of work at 7 a.m., I came home and I just laid in the bed and I watched TV. I watched Grace and Frankie on Netflix. I watched She the People. Like I just enjoyed my nothingness. And sometimes that's pampering yourself. Were you done, Miss Sherry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because I wanted to say you basically just went in my head and stole the whole reading. Because when I first tapped into her energy, what I saw was somebody, like it's kind of like you're at a beach, it's at night, it's raining, you're sitting down, which you're sitting and you have your arms wrapped around your knees and your head is down and it's raining, and they're saying, and your higher power is saying, come in out the rain. There's a little space where you can sit and you would have shelter. If so, you're sitting on the beach, which is emotional because it's water. It's dark, so there's shame or there's sadness or there's something that you don't want people to know. So usually at nighttime, it's sadness, shame, or just you don't want people to know what's going on. And so you're sitting there and you're in tears. And I remember Sherri saying you were crying. So you're in tears and they're saying, if you just turn around, there's shelter right there. There's light right there. There's warmth right there. And the first card that came out with you was the Five of Swords. Swords is defeat. That's you feeling like you've been defeated. That's that mental game too, but that's you feeling defeated, not necessarily you being defeated. Because remember, swords are air energy, and that's thoughts, that's logic, and that's you feeling like you've been taken advantage of or feeling like you've been left out in the cold. And they're saying just step under the shelter. Your higher power is here to help you. Let that go. And it's easier said than done to let that heartache and help and sadness go. But what they're saying is just let your higher power know. I'm weak. I need some help. I am sad. I am unhappy. I am feeling betrayed. I am feeling frustrated. I like listen, my in the group that we're in, we have class on Tuesday night. We do psychic classes, and every week they give me a love reading. I don't want a love reading because the person that they're telling me about, I don't want to deal with. So I keep telling my higher power, hey, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to deal with this. This is not the person. He's not the type of person that I want to spend my future with. And so I tell my guys, I don't want to hear about this person anymore. I don't want any more love readings. Stop the love readings because this isn't who I want, or this isn't what I want. I want this to be over and done. And so you can just let your higher power know what it is that you need. So are we true? I'm trying to take care of myself better in regards of fertility.
But
Is that the
fertility is an
sadness?
all over, all
Is that
over.
the sadness? The fertility thing? Is that the issue? Because if you want help with your fertility, is that the prayer that you're asking? Or are you just saying, why can't I have a baby? Why can't I have a baby is different than um how do I prepare my body to carry a baby to full term? You know, that's different. Why can't I have a baby is sitting in the negative perspective of it.
Negative.
Whereas, how do I prepare my body to carry a baby to full term? I have another relative who was going through the same thing. She had multiple miscarriages. And when I gave her that different perspective, how do I carry my baby to full term? How do I prepare my body to carry this baby to full term? She got pregnant. She had a baby and took it to full term. It's how you approach this situation. Do you approach it in gratitude and joy of wanting the baby, or do you approach it in the sadness of you thinking that you can't? So that's how you do it. You go to your higher power and say, how do I prepare myself mentally, emotionally, and physically to carry this baby to full term? How do I prepare myself financially to carry this baby? Who is the person that I need to
Stop.
that I want to have this baby with? Maybe the person that you're trying to procreate with isn't the right person. And I'm not saying that there's a bad situation in your life, but you are broken and you are feeling hurt because I see you, and they're saying come into the joy. And that may just be allowing your higher power to help you, but speaking it in a positive way. I want to have a baby. What is my next step to preparing my body for a baby? I used to ask my higher power, when? You're going to get a new car. Well, when am I going to get the new car? When am I going to get the new job? When is he coming? When is he going away? When? And I had to change that and say, how do I wait? How do I wait productively? Obviously, I have to wait on this to be prepared. How do I wait productively? How do I prepare mentally for whatever it is that I'm asking for? What is my next step? Because my next step may just be to wait. My next step may be just to mentally prepare. My next step may be rest. It may be changing my diet. It may be, and listen, I can tell that my higher power is changing my diet, and I be telling them all the time, don't take meat away from me. You know what they say? Screw you. We're going to take meat away from you. I feel meat dwindling from my desire. Some meats are becoming harder to digest, and I know that they're taking it away. Even though I keep telling them, don't take meat away from me, they like, whatever, we gonna take meat away from you. And so you ask your higher power how to prepare your body. But the reason that they may be taking meat from me is because maybe the next level I need another clarity, and maybe meat is blocking that. I never know, but you have to work that out with your higher power. Okay. So you have changed your perspective. And so allow that time. And so now you're saying, okay, I want to have a baby. How do I prepare my body? Now you say, what is my next step? Because a lot of times we're like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So then you say, what is my next step? How do I wait productively? That is a good thing. How do I wait productively? Obviously, it's not time, or obviously, you're moving things around in the background for me. How do I wait productively? How do I wait positively, patiently? Ask your higher power to show you how to do those things so that you can change your mindset. How do I prepare for, like, I know I want a house, and financially I may not be ready for it, but mentally I see the house that I want and I'm buying things. I have a whole bunch of things for my meditation room. I don't even have a meditation room, but I know I'm gonna have a meditation room. So I have the things ready for the meditation room. So when I get it, I just have to place them in the meditation room with the positiveness of it. And I see them, excuse me, the meditation room. So see yourself holding your baby. Like, I see the job that I want. I see myself accepting that job. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm grateful that you saw that you thought I was a candidate to fill this position. I tell that to myself every single day. Even when my job that I'm currently in is frustrating, I don't cuss and fuss about it. I thank them for the opportunity that is coming for me. When my car messes up, I say, you know what? I'm grateful for my new vehicle, because I know if this vehicle is messing up, you're going to give me a new one. If I'm having fertility problems, what is the problem? Am I mentally not prepared for it? Is the person that I'm trying to procreate with not the person that I need to procreate with? What is it that is preventing me from carrying this baby to term? How do I need to prepare for that? So those are the questions that you need to ask. Those are the things you need to focus on. See yourself holding the baby. Give your baby a name. See the things that you want with that baby, and then allow your higher power to give you those things. Journal about that baby. Tell your baby you're ready for it. Invite your baby to your womb. Those are all the things that you can do to bring in positive energy to you. You can buy a stone. I wish Miss Julie was on here. Julie, if you are in here, can you put it in the chat? Like, is there a stone she can buy? When I thought I might have breast cancer, Miss Julie bought me this I think it was periodite. I can't remember. It was a little green stone that, no, it was a bloodstone, and it had a little piece of red in it. It was a bloodstone, and it pulls out negative toxins from your body. Soon as I told her I had to go back and have a second mammogram, she bought me that stone. I carried that stone in my bra around with me till I got my final results, and they said it wasn't. Miss Julie is a person who always knows a stone. So if she's in here, hopefully she'll tell you what stone you can do to help you with fertility. Or you can look it up and just be like, what stone can I buy to help me with fertility? Sometimes we need a tangible thing that we can believe in that'll help us. So if you can buy a stone and carry it in your pocket, it helps you believe that you're preparing your body for fertility, then that's what you do. You buy a stone, you buy a bracelet, you buy a locket, and then you carry it around, and when you have those negative thoughts, you rub on that stone and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for my baby girl. I'm so thankful for my baby boy. I'm so thankful that my body is ready to carry this baby to term." You speak those things into it, and you buy that stone and you carry it and you hold it, and you allow it to give you you allow that object to give you the faith that you may not have yourself. Sometimes we have to teach ourselves to be positive because we're so long being negative. One of the things that me and my sister talk about all the time is, we know struggle, we know survival mode, but now that we're getting into thriving, we have to teach ourselves how to thrive. My mom was one of those people, when things were on sale, she would buy a whole bunch of stuff. You listen, y'all would think that I'm hoarding Y2K back in the day, because I probably have 13 containers of laundry soap in there, because every time it's on sale, I buy it when I have money, because there's been a lot of times where I couldn't afford it and I didn't know when I was going to be able to buy laundry soap. So now I have 13 bottles in there, so that, just because I'm preparing mentally, I know how to struggle. I have to learn how to thrive and not do that anymore. How do I live in thriving? How do I get out of struggle and into thriving? So how do I prepare my body, my mind, my soul for this baby that I want to carry? Remove all the obstacles from my way. And if that's a person, then allow them to go. Don't hold on to them. Allow all those things that are obstacles in your way from preventing you from having this baby to be released. We're about to have the full moon. Release all that no longer serves you. Release all the obstacles that are keeping you from having, that have been preventing you from having this baby, or that have just been a roadblock from you having this baby. You have to sometimes train your mind to do things different. All right. So I hope that helps you out. And I hope that you come back and tell us that you're going to have a baby. But I do see, do you want twins, or do twins run in your family? Because I see a boy and a girl about the same age. So they're either twins that you had, or they're one and two, like back to back. But I do see a little boy and a little girl in your future. And I see the little girl first. Is that what you want most? A little girl? So I do feel like you will have the baby. And I'm wondering if it's the person that you're trying to have the baby with that may be the issue. So I don't know. All right. So I hope that helps you out. All right, Keena, who's next? Come back, Ulissa. Ulisa. I keep calling you Lisa. Come
You,
back,
Lisa.
Ulisa, and let us know how things are going for you, or just to absorb the energy. Miss Brooke, are you still here? That's true. That is so true. But again, look up the stone. I so wish Miss Julie was on here so she could tell you what the stone is. But look up stones for fertility. Go and buy that stone and just carry it with you. Get a pendant, get a bracelet, get something. A pendant might be easier because when you're nervous, you can just grab it and you can just rub on it and just say positive things while you rub on that pendant or whatever it is for fertility. And I wish I know, but I guess I could look it up while Sherry Berry starts on. Oh, you think it's here? Okay. Okay, there you go. So you get started on Brooke if she's still here, and then I'll look up a stone for fertility.
I'm waiting to see if Brooke is still here. Um, what you Lisa? It's somebody is questioning, and this is why you keep listening to this. Is I'm getting that somebody like a mother figure is you're worried they it's like something about your motherhood like they're not sure if you'd be a good mother, which I think is bullshit, because and that's what keeps getting stuck in your head. It's like we all parent the way our parents teach us to parent, and that's why I didn't have children for a really long time, is because I didn't want them, because I had really crappy parents. So I'm wondering, and I just get ML, like mother-in-law or motherly figure or somebody that's like, oh, I don't know. And that I think is what keeps stuck. Am I going to be a good mother? Stop that stinking thinking, like Angie says. You got to stop that stinking thinking, because I think that's part of what's preventing. I don't
And
think Brooke
also,
is
you
cute.
said you're working on your future self. Work on your present self. The future's not promised.
Yes.
That's something that could never happen. That's something could never be. Work on your present self. I'm working on the present me. I'm a better person every morning. Keena said, are you rushing against the time clock? Are you like thinking like, oh, I'm 30, I should have had a baby now. Oh, I'm 40, I should have is that what you're doing? Are you also kind of rushing against the time clock? Because sometimes society will help us have us thinking like, oh, by the time I'm 25, I should be married, or I should have graduated, or I should have had a kid. So don't let those societal um beliefs push you or make you panic. Oh, Brooke may not be here. If Brooke isn't here, then there was another lady, Francesca, who came in. Um that we can do her if Francesca's still here. Francesca or Brooke, whichever one comes up first, that's what we're gonna take. Um, but Ulisa, gosh. Oh, and I said, what's your next step? Remember, your first card was a 5 of Swords. Your second card is a 6 of Swords. Sixes is transitioning from chaos to calm. So you've already gone from the 5, which is loss and defeat, to 6, which is transitioning to something better. This is you transitioning from the chaos to the calm. And that may be just it. You may just need to find that peace, that zen, and not tell anybody. Like when you first get pregnant, don't tell anybody. So there's no oh well. Um you may just need to keep that to yourself, because sometimes when we share that information, there's a lot of pressure. Oh, I have to make this one. I have to do this. I have to do that. Keep it to yourself and just cherish that little secret that you have on your own until you're ready to reveal it to the world, until you feel comfortable that you can move forward with it. You don't have to tell everybody that you're pregnant every single time. Just allow yourself to, you know, cherish. That's your secret. That's your peace. Allow yourself to move forward. And then you said, yeah, is that because exactly like Kina said, you have the right to remain silent. And sometimes that's the best thing is not to tell anybody because then they're forcing their beliefs on you or they're making you nervous or they're making you doubt things that you know are true or that your higher power told you. Um oh wait, am I doing it? Oh, oh. um and so just sometimes you need to change your circle too um to more supportive people. You know, I remember when we used to have girls' night all the time. We would get together and we would just kind of fuss and cuss and bitch and moan about how our relationships were right, how the men in our life weren't doing things. And one day we decided that we didn't want to do that anymore, and we were going to change the narrative to something positive. And so our girls' nights went to fussing and cussing about the men in our life to thinking of something more positive. Like I think Kina came to the meeting one day and she was like, so what worked well for you this week? And just in presenting that question, we went from complaining about relationships to what went well for me this week. Oh, you know what? I successfully completed a project at work. And so now the narrative is changed. Now my circle has changed. Before I met Don, I was not very business focused. Everybody in my group, we were all kind of in that same range of finances. We may not have all made the same amount, but we're in that same range salary wise, and we were all in the same struggle, barely making it. But then I met Don, and he gave me a mindset of wanting more business wise, career wise. And so I started thinking outside the box. I told my higher power that I wanted somebody to help me. I wanted to start investing. And one day randomly I was at my second job and she was like, did you know you could buy stock from directly from our employer? And then and then I just went in. She was like, oh, you just go in and click this link here, put in the amount that you want to buy, and then every week they'll take that out of your paycheck. And right then that simplified buying stock for me and I wasn't afraid anymore. You know what I'm saying? So changing your the people you are doing. All right. We're gonna do Francesca and then we're Francis. I keep saying Francesca. Francis, we're gonna do you and then we're gonna be done because we've been on almost 2.5 hours. All right. So oh, she said general. If you're ready, you can go ahead and speak. Francis, are you the one who's married and we're going and like you were having like a little relationship issue because they're telling me to tell you don't go. So don't leave. So were you thinking about relieving a relationship or were you having or is it something else or is it don't go from your job? Because I may be mixing you up with somebody else. Like maybe you were having some issues with your marriage and you were thinking about leaving and we talked to you and said don't like consider working it out. Or is it that you're thinking about leaving your job? Because I heard don't go. Tell her don't go.
Hi, Mike. Okay.
Go ahead, Sherri.
So you guys have seen me shuffle his card, and I have this one just keeps coming up, um, which is the Seven of Hearts. I'm sorry, I for some reason thought it was a diamond. I get that somebody's lying somewhere. It didn't come up in this reading, but all I keep hearing is there's lies and deception. And then you were talking about anyway. So I have a Seven of
I think
Hearts.
that's true. I think that's true about the relationship because she says, yes, that was me. She was planning on moving from where she's currently living with the
Okay.
husband. Or like, is he in the house? Is this about the relationship? Say yes or no about the marriage. Is that it? Because in the situation that I'm believing, the husband was in the house and you were somewhere else. If that's not what you're talking about, then no. But they're saying don't go. But go ahead, Sherri. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I have a seven of hearts, which is cups. Cups is love, romance, family, and the seven is the opposite of love, like hate, fear, terror, and other stuff. It's going to him. Um, but I keep getting like lies and deception. Like it's not all what it is to be, and maybe that's why I got that seven of hearts, which is the opposite of love, which is more about loathing and like not being in a good place. I did get the nine of diamonds, which is talking about daydreaming. So I have a friend here. I have a friend who is in love with a person and has been for many many years, but they're not together. They're having an affair, and it's not you. And so they're having an affair, and I said, "You're not really in love with her. You're in love with the idea of what she is in your mind, what you've created." So I'm agreeing with Angie. Like, don't go, don't move to this person, because what they're presenting to you on the phone, on the internet, is only what you know, what they're giving you. It may not really be them. It may be he's not who it's not everything that it's cracked up to be. I am completely convinced of that at this point. Um, there is stuff coming, like there's another person coming for you, but it's not this guy. Like this is again opposite of love, deception, and I just keep hearing that. I keep Originally I did think this was a diamond, and I was like, why the hell am I still getting these seven of diamonds, which is about lies, deceit, deception, and yet I get the seven of hearts, which is the opposite of love. He's not what you think he is. He is what he's projecting himself to be, and you are in love with the idea of what he is, but he's not that. So you're daydreaming about the potentials, the possibility. Oh my gosh, it's so great. We're gonna have this, we're gonna have that, blah 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 blah. But it's not what's gonna happen. I don't go. I agree with Angie.
Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense, Sherry. Like as you were saying, as you were doing your reading, the cards were popping out to echo what you were saying. Um, because the very first thing I heard before I got into your when I got into your energy, I didn't even know what your question was. I heard tell her don't go. And so I'm not sure how you met this was coming to her, didn't you? And when you said that
Yeah.
the page of pentacles came out, pages are younger energy, it's communication, it's information coming to you, but it's good news. So it may be the information that you need that'll give you the clarity so you'll know that it's not what it seems. And then I got the three of wands. And for me, in this way, they said that the three of wands is you waiting on things that this person has told you. Like maybe they've made you promises and you're waiting for those promises to come to fruition. So the three of wands is usually waiting on your
They're not.
ships to come in, but they're telling me that your ships aren't going to come in. Like I don't feel like I feel like this person is making you promises, but that you're not seeing the fruition of those promises. And so they're showing me that your ships are not going to come in. And then you said something about deception.
Mhm.
And I got the seven of cups, and seven of cups is a lot of options, a lot of choices, but it's also smoke and mirrors. Those cups, some of those are good, some of those have snakes in them, some of them are good choices and some of them are bad choices, and you're not sure how to move forward yet. And so they're saying, wait, don't go, hold on just a little bit. That's what I got.
Yep. I think.
Oh, you're getting a lot of warnings. And I was just gonna say, what does your gut feeling? What is it telling you? Like if you're getting those, those kind of red flags, don't turn them pink. What does Alicia always say? You turn the red flags pink. If it's a red flag, let it be a red flag.
Red
Think on
flag.
it a little bit. Like somebody told me they had a wedding and they were like, "Oh, I knew before the wedding that I didn't want to do it." Well, I wish you'd have told me because I would have told you you don't have to do this. Even if you've planned the wedding, paid for everything, if you're having apprehension, you don't have to because that's a lifelong commitment. And if you're moving from one coast to the another coast, that is a big cultural shock for one thing because you're going from Florida to California. So that's a big culture shock. And then that's a big expense difference, as far as how much California costs. And if you don't know the truthfulness of everything, kind of hold off. Like, have you been to visit this person and know that everything they're saying is kind of true? You might want to look at that. What was that Ressa Tessa lady that was online? Did you watch her TikTok, that 50 part TikTok where she was talking about that guy who kind of catfished her? You might want to look at Ressa Tessa and see if you get any of those kind of red flags. But I'm thinking that the very first thing I heard before I even knew anything about your situation was tell her don't go. So that may be what you came here for, to find out if that's what you needed to hear. But I'm getting that you should just wait. So maybe you need to get a little bit more information. Maybe you need to go and visit before you commit to going. Or maybe you just need to ask a few more questions, or see. Sherry's going to say
I
don't
don't,
go.
no,
So
no,
maybe you
don't
just need to
go.
do a little bit more investigation, or see if those ships are ever going to come in, if any of those promises are ever going to come to fruition.
And I'm not the Grim Reaper of love.
I am.
She is.
Because
So
people lie.
my gut is telling me absolutely don't go.
Yeah, that was the very first thing I heard before I even saw what your question was. When I read your name, tell her don't go. You told her you was coming to me. You should have waited till after you came online. I mean, you could
Don't
always be like, I'm having some doubts.
don't do
Like,
it.
I mean, but think about it. Your higher power wouldn't lie to you. They wouldn't lie to you. And if you're still unsure after this, you could tell your higher power, like, show me why this is a bad idea. Reveal to me what my next step is. Reveal to me how to release myself from this situation. Those are all things that you can say to your higher power, because again, a full moon is coming. And I heard that June was about to be the action month. And I don't know nothing about the astrology, so don't ask me, but go on Bonnie and Don's page, because they have cards and consciousness, or is it cards and consciousness, where they're doing tarot and they're doing astrology, and get the astrology. There's a very big transit that has to do with Jupiter and Aries, I think it is. I don't even know if that's
It's on
true or
the
not. I think
third. It's on the
okay. So
third.
look, and I heard
Wait,
that,
there's a
and there's
whole
something to do with
planet.
Venus. Like Venus is huge too. Maybe it's
Wait,
just for Pisces, but Venus is huge too, and so your new love could be coming. But look at that Ressa Tessa thing on live. Just put in Ressa Tessa, and you'll get the 51 part. And you know what? I got the actual link in my YouTube. Somebody sent it to me.
crap.
50 parts, and she broke it all down. My mouth was wide open, like,
There's on June 3rd, there's going to be 6 planets aligned: Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
I just saw
And,
that too.
huh?
I saw that a
Oh,
post of
okay.
that. So is that
I
good?
didn't, yeah. I mean, I'm not, like, I don't do astrology very much at all, if any. But, I mean, when planets align, it's like, remember you're always saying, like, I can't wait for the planets to align so I can get this done. It's a positive thing.
Exactly. I'm looking for Bonnie and Don's YouTube so I can get their little link so that I can give it to y'all. Um, but it's the astrology, and they're telling you what. Okay, here's one right here. I'm just gonna copy this little link. Share. I just want to copy the link, and then I'm gonna post it in here. And then you don't have to look at this one right here, but this, if you go to that one, you'll get to their YouTube page, and then you'll get the astrology. So that's what they're doing now. They're teaming up, and Bonnie does the astrology and Don does the tarot, and he may give you a little bit more insight. All right. Yes, major trend. I don't know any. They do the major trend. They do it all. They break it down per sign to let you know how it's going to affect you in the next week. So I think they're going to do it every week. I'm not sure, but go to that link that I just put in there, and that'll take you to the one for Virgo, June 2nd through the 8th. But it'll also just take you to the general cards and constellations YouTube page, because that's what the name of their new thing is, cards and constellations. So go there and look at it, and they'll give you some good stuff. There's another guy, Tarot Ship with Jimmy. He's good too. He does the same thing. He's very good at it. He's very animated. You will like him too. So there's a lot of people who give you the astrology. It's just not me. I'm just not the one. First of all, it's like doing algebra, and I don't want to be adding and subtracting and multiplying when I'm trying to figure out what my future gonna be like. What?
I have a hard enough time figuring out what's for dinner.
Listen, squares, uh, conjunct, blah 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 blah. It sounds like Greek to me. I just don't be knowing. So I just let them give me the highlights, and I'll be like, oh, okay, don't go outside, don't go outside, and that's what I do. All right. So I hope that helps you out, Miss Francis. And that's it. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that's it. So thank you all for showing up. What's today? Sunday. I don't think
Yeah.
listen. I don't think we have anybody on live on Monday anymore. That used to be Shauna, and she doesn't do tea time anymore. Tuesday is Miss Julie and what's that lady name? Julie and I forgot the other lady name. I totally forgot her name. But Miss Julie is on Tuesdays with the
What?
mushroom lady. What the fuck is her?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, anyway. And
Bye,
then
Mike.
Wednesdays, Bonnie's not on Wednesday mornings anymore. That was the Love Guru. But me and Don is on Wednesday nights. And then Don and Sean is on Thursday mornings. And then Miss Julie and oh shoot, Scott is on Friday mornings. And then Susan is on Saturdays. Oh, you know what? Miss Bonnie is on Friday nights too. She does a lot of love readings Friday night. Wine and you know what? Me and Sherri Berry supposed to guest star on there too. We ain't did that yet either. Listen, we just get back in the hang of it. Just be happy that we could do Sunday. We're gonna try to do 2 Sundays in a row, okay? Like we trying to get ourselves back together. Life was life in 2025, okay? So we getting ourselves back together.
Oh, yes.
So Sundays at 3 o'clock. So thank you all for
Life
showing
was
up.
life was lifing at the beginning of 2025. Life was life in partway through 2024.
So we're getting there. We getting it together.
I mean, how long have we been doing this? Like you and I, when we started.
A couple like okay, so I was talking to Keena because you know I've included these lives for 3 years on my taxes. So this is the fourth year for me and Don. So it's probably the third year for me and you.
Oh man,
Isn't that a lot? We've been doing it for a long time. So we're just building up our
so it was Dawn and Shauna. No, it was Dawn and you, then Dawn and Shauna,
I
right?
think
And
it
then
was Don and Shauna first and then me and Don because I couldn't do mornings. And so me and Don came up with Wednesday night,
Wednesday nights.
I think. But
And then
yeah, it
it
was Don.
was
Don started it all.
Dawn started it all, and then Dawn couldn't come one night, and you had me and Megan come, and then you were like, "We need to do one," and I'm like,
So we
"No, no,
started
no."
doing Sundays.
And then we started doing Sundays,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then we
everybody
used to have
else.
somebody on every single day of the week. So Mondays we don't have anybody on. So that's the only day we don't have anybody on. But Tuesday through Sunday, one of us is live, either morning or night. So you can catch us at any time. So
Speaking of
come back.
Monday, are you going to go to Red Light Cabinet tomorrow?
I never go to red light cabinet. No. And you know what? I really do have good intentions to go to class on Monday night, but I am a little bit of a particular age, and 7 o'clock is late to be walking out. Like, listen, you 5 years ago, you couldn't keep me from class at 7 o'clock. I was anticipated. I get off of work at 3:30, and I'll be like, "Yes, I'm going to class. I'm going to class." And then it'd be like 5:30. I'll be like, "Dang, it's still like another
Yeah.
90 minutes before class. I just go to sleep. I
So,
can't do it."
I live in the East Valley and I work in the West Valley, and I commute. I get off at 5. I get home at like 6, and I'm 6:15, and then to turn around and go back, I've just sat in traffic for an hour and 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want to get back in my car,
Exactly, and so
and
it's hard to go
but
at
I don't
night.
want to.
That's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and
But
then but I don't want to sit in my house either. But I don't want to get back in my damn car.
and that's why Tuesday nights are good online. I love Tuesday night class because I don't even have to have no clothes on. Well, I have to have on enough clothes that they can see them. Yeah, but I can have on my pajamas if I want to.
I know. And then because the Tuesday night class starts at 6, and barely getting in the door, and I'm
You
so
can come in
already
at
like,
7. Like a lot of people, I've come in at 7. Like when I've had to do stuff for Brandon, I'll just come in and do the second half of the hour. Some people come in for the first half of the hour and leave. You don't have to do the whole hour. You can just pop
and
in
then I've just sat in traffic for an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm like, I don't even want to people. I don't even like myself right now.
or get on the computer if you've been on the computer all day. Listen,
Yep,
that
all
nap in
day.
between helped me out. When I get off at 3:30, I take that little nap until about 5:30, and then I'll be ready at 6.
Oh,
Miss Bonnie, are you laughing at me because I said I'm old? And that's the love guru right there, Miss Bonnie. This person right here. If you want a love reading, this is who you go to, Bonnie. Your love goddess on Facebook, YouTube, and I don't know if she on anything else, but I know Facebook and YouTube. Your love goddess. There you go. Miss Bonnie says she's always dressed from the waist up,
oh my
and
gosh! I had a client this morning at 10, and I was working with an energy person, and I overslept. He literally texted me and said, "Are we doing this or what?" And it was 9:59, and I felt so funny because I wouldn't care So I put shorts on, but I'm like, he can't see me. We're on a telephone, no less. Like we didn't even do this. We were on a telephone. I had to put shorts on. I had to get out of my pajama bottoms and put shorts on because I couldn't. I couldn't do it.
well, listen, the one thing I've learned is to close that little thing up here that closes your computer, because one day I was not prepared for work. Like I was so inappropriate. I had on my pajamas, which means I ain't have on no bra, no bra or nothing. And the late and so I joined the meeting, and it was a big group meeting. It was like a team meeting, and I heard the lady say, "Oh, hey Angie, it's so nice to see people online who I ain't seen in a long time." I must have looked up and was like, "Bloop," close that little thing real quick, and she was like, "Oh, you didn't mean to be all like, no, I am so inappropriate right now. This is an HR violation all through up in here. It's probably a wine glass next to the computer. I don't have no bra on. I barely got. I don't even know if I had pants on. I don't even think I had hair on. My hair was probably just. It was a rough morning, and I was like, "Did they just do me like that?" Boop. And I learned to close that little window every time. So even if the camera automatically comes on, that little window is closed, and all you see is a blank
I don't.
screen.
I don't have one of those little closey things. I actually
Well,
asked a
Keenan
vendor
had brought
to
me this
make
little
some.
thing she had got from work, and it's just a little clip from her job, and it covers that up. So if you don't have,
Yep.
because some computers don't have that little window to close back and forth, and she gave me that little thing, and at one of my jobs, we used to put a sticky note over it, or people would put tape over it. But Keena gave me that little thing that you just plop down over, and you pick it up and put it off, and it's just a little clip that covers your camera, and it says the name of her job on it, and so I use that too. But yeah, close
I
that.
asked I asked my a vendor to get some of those and make sure I get one.
Yeah, Keena gave me one. Keena, there's an order online. We need 5 more.
All right, guys.
All right,
I'm
we
so
gotta go. Miss Sherri gotta go eat her food, and I gotta go eat my. Oh, Keena said they don't have them anymore. Sorry, y'all. I done got y'all all excited for nothing.
yeah,
So,
facts.
Miss Bonnie, we made it to the live. Oh, my bad. Keena did give me a pill bottle. It's a little tiny pill bottle that you put on your keychain so that you can carry your pills around. It don't hold edibles. How about that? The edibles are too thick. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Francesca, I mean Francis. Why do I keep want to call you Francesca? Francis, come back and tell us how things went. It is a pill bottle, Keena. I do understand. All right, y'all. Good night.